What is going on, tribe? How we doing, guys? How we doing? Are we all pretty? Are we all beautiful? Are we having a good day? I hope so. Dalton, Lord Megatron, how you guys doing? That game volume is awfully loud for me. Let's turn that down just a smidge. How we doing, guys? Hey, Eli, how you doing? What's going on, Bald Man? How you doing today, buddy? Good evening, good evening, good evening. You're naked! Terms of service breach! I am indeed. My lip has gone naked. It's gone very naked right now. Muted, huh? I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be. That doesn't make sense. I'm not muted. Oh. It's just people being douchebags in chat. Alright. Thanks for confusing the crap out of me, guys. Appreciate it. God damn. Jar Jar is just a troll? Fair. I am pretty baby-faced today, Ronan Ballman. I am indeed. My face went bald. I think Jar Jar's probably muted himself. That's probably what it is. It's probably what it is. That's okay, we'll forgive him. We'll forgive him for muting himself. Like a silly little dingbat. What a silly little dodo. Boop, 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 boop. It is indeed. Finally a live stream that I watch. Ah, Hugo, thank you so much for the kind words, buddy. Hope you're having a nice day today, man. Gonna join us for the Tribe Talks podcast. Hope you enjoy. I'm just doing my fleet climb at the minute. You guys can't see it because I'm not showing it. I've also managed to, like, drastically mess it up, so that's probably a good thing that I'm not showing it. Probably a good thing. But I'm also... Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to win it. That's for sure. Definitely going to win it, because I can just blap, blap, blap. We can brap, brap, brap. And the clap, clap, clap. And that's that. Hey, Darth Dennis, how you doing today, dude? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, buddy. That's what we're here for. We're here for the good times, not for the long times. I'm sure I could hit auto by now. It's the baby brother of the tribe leader. Indeed, John. It is smooth-faced Scribble. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Wolf? I'm doing great, John. Thanks for asking, buddy. How you doing today? Hey, Mystery Hippo. Thank you so much for the 2 months, dude. Managed to squeeze in some TWs this morning. Curse you, hangover. Curse you, your inevitable hangover. Yep. Sometimes that happens, buddy. Yeah, we did pretty good in TW today. It was a close one, actually. It was surprisingly close, TW. I didn't think it would be. We won by a couple hundred banners or something. I'm not even sure. Let's just double check that. Let's double check. You didn't do any TW attacks today. For shame. Yeah, we won by 450 odd banners. Both full cleared. I did okay. Not great. I missed some of it, obviously, because overnight half the board got cleared. You finished about 6 hours in. Nice. I did that before, Wolfie. I did my 2 battles, went to bed, woke up, and the entire board was cleared. I was like, okay, that's me done for TW. I see we have a wild Carthrick in the chat. Hi, Carth. He's being quiet because he's embarrassed. Oh, Carthrick. I think he's having issues. Get him a bunch of tissues. Do-do-do-do-do. Boo-do-boo-boo-boo. Boo-do-boo-boo-boo. Boo-boo-boo. Oh, man alive. Man alive. Just getting that business done. What am I missing over here? What new events are on the horizon? Oh. Gotta get those training droids, guys. You never know. One day you might run out of these training droids. Contraband cargo. Gotta get them as well. Can't not be having contraband cargo. Ba-ba. Boop-doop-doo. Auto. How did everybody's GAC go? Were your GACs successful? What's your record so far?
What, this round or in general?
Whoa, Wolfie! Whoa. How's it going, buddy?
Going all right. Am I crackly?
No, you're actually sounding beautifully crystal clear today, Wolf.
Baby.
Now that is a sexy crystal. It's too much crystal meth.
Just a little
crystal.
Bit. Crystal meth. Not even once.
Not even once. No. How you doing, my dude? You good?
Chilling. We're chilling.
Good.
How you doing?
Good. I'm doing beautiful. Except it's Sunday, and I always get a little bit of the Sunday jitters before Monday, and start of a new fresh week. But I've only got 2 days of work this week, and then I'm on holiday, and I'm going to be away until the 20th. So I'm like, I'm nearly on holiday.
Oh shit! That's crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm. You can't take holiday until you get all your Conquest guides out, okay?
That's
the rules.
That's the plan. Tomorrow is going to be... we're going to be doing the 400s on Conquest. Like, to try and get these videos out before I go away, it's going to suck. I'm going to have 2 days to do everything. It's like, all right, let's red box in 2 days, guys. Let's do it.
Well, you don't have to red box. You just have to clear through Sector 5 so that you can do all the fights.
Yeah, basically. But, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I remembered to preload my energy. So, I've got those extra 12 battles or so. And then it's just going to be get the big boy pass and try to be as efficient as possible and record stuff as I go and figure out if I was a sensible individual, I would have looked at the feats properly and planned out teams ahead of time. But I've got like 24 hours to do that. So yeah, it doesn't matter that I'm going to be working for 8 of it, sleeping for 8 of it, and all that business. But whatever.
No. You've made a critical error there.
I have.
You just don't sleep. Yeah, you just don't sleep.
Sleeping is overrated.
Solve all your problems by just staying awake 24/7.
Yep. Until I go on holiday, and then I can crash.
Sleep on holiday.
No side effects.
No side effects.
Just sleep on holiday. You're fine.
Desi, snarf. Hello, Desi. Yes, I can sleep. Well, I plan on sleeping on the plane. And who knows? Maybe we can still have a tribe talks in the Mediterranean. I don't know.
I mean, that sounds like a lot of extra work. And
it does.
Also, I won't be here next weekend, so...
Good. That's as good an excuse as any. Plus, I'm not taking a microphone with me on holiday. Are you crazy? Like,
you got your phone with you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, come on.
So I'll be at some tapas place in Barcelona, and I'll be like doing a live stream from a tapas joint, drinking a couple of cervezas, having some. What would I have? I'd have some chorizo, and I'll have some pulpo, and I'll have some calamari frito. It's gonna be great. Oh my god! But the thing, you can't really do that in Spain because it will get extremely loud. Because Spanish people, they tend to be quite loud. So maybe not. Yeah, might have to pass on.
Why would that be a problem? That sounds fun.
Why is ambient noise a problem in a podcast? Yeah. No, that doesn't matter.
No. I think you're confusing ambient with overwhelming.
Like
hold the phone closer to your face. Scribe.
Can you hear me?
The microphone.
Like, I remember when I first went out to Gibraltar and to Spain, and you'd see like a mother and a daughter having a conversation. You could swear that they were like angry with each other, the way they would speak to each other, but really that's just how Spanish people talk to each other. It's just a little bit loud and a little bit fast, but they're perfectly fine, but it just looks like they're yelling at each other. Culture's a weird thing.
On my job sites, you have to talk over so many noises that you just kind of yell
without
like, it doesn't, like, you're not screaming at anybody, but you're just loud.
Yeah.
And so you can be heard across the job site, which in the normal context means you're mad at somebody. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to talk over a generator that is just going full bore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work in a machine shop, and when everything is running like that, you want to have a conversation with someone. Yeah, it's full volume. It's you need to yell. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds fantastic. I mean, yeah, brilliant. I have bad enough tinnitus as it is. I don't think I want to work on a machine site as well.
I'm sure the word you're going for was tinnitus, but I believe in your accent.
In the UK, we pronounce it tinnitus.
Yeah.
I believe it's tinnitus, like aluminium, right?
It's Maximus Decimus tinnitus.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's tinniumitis. Yeah, something like that. Like your aluminium bullshit.
Yes.
Somewhere along those lines. I don't know.
Or zebra.
Zebra?
No. Thank you.
Zebra. I pronounce it zebra, to be honest. I still can't get over clean shaven face. I look at myself in the I've just seen I've gone full screen again. I'm like, who's that guy?
To be honest, I had questions as well.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm still not sure.
It was literally a case of Mrs. I gave Mrs. Scribble a kiss on the face earlier today before I shaved, and somehow one of my mustache hairs managed to poke her in the nose, and she said it must have gone through a pore or something. It made her eyes water. She was like, "Oh, you need to shave a little bit," and I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna shave my face.
See, but now, Wolf.
No.
This is what I feel like is happening right now.
Uh-oh.
Sus.
Something's not right.
Right, let me pop y'all out.
I'm gonna turn camera on.
I turned my camera on. I turned mine on.
You turn us all on, baby, all day, every day.
I just leave the cover on until the camera is functional. That way I can.
We have so many carts on the screen right now.
That's all you need. All you need is more Karth.
All you need is Karth. Hello! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? How are we doing?
Chilling. How about yourself?
Yeah, I've had a wonderful day, Wolfie. I've had a wonderful day. Went out for a walk. It was beautiful and sunny this morning. So, Mr. Scribble, Milo, we took him out for a little walkie down to little Llandaf village, which was nice. And then I went to the climbing wall. Llandaf village. It's a small town in Cardiff. Funny enough, you probably know Roald Dahl, but he lived in Llandaf village, and a lot of his the styles for the towns that he draws in his books, they're based on Llandaf. So it's like they're houses with plaques on. There's like, this is the house that so and so that Roald Dahl wrote in such and such book. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I can fully appreciate that most people won't be able to pronounce Llandaf. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
The double L. Why is Ranger saying you're a big doo-doo head, by the way, Karth?
Oh, because I'm being mean to him, or was yesterday or Friday?
Did you make him do a bunch of shoeies?
Well, there was that too, but I mean,
he had it coming.
He had it coming, and I'm unapologetic about it, and that's why he's calling me a doo-doo head, because I was mean, and I don't care.
Fair.
Fair.
You're all caught up on the issues.
Well, there we go. Glad to be.
Ranger is somehow mad at having to do lots of shoeies for money. How dare he?
Well, in fairness,
I'm outraged.
I don't think any of what I did on Friday went to him, though, unless you wrote him a check.
No, God no.
So that's his fault. That's his fault for jumping on board.
I mean, we did put his tip jar up. So
we did.
I trust on the honesty of Mr. Ranger J.
But he was quite adamant that nobody do it, so I didn't do it. So yeah.
Well, you're only listening to him then. You're it's fine.
I'm only doing what he asked. It's that simple.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. That's easy.
How about you, Wolfie? What was your day like today? What did you do? Anything good?
Nothing crazy. You know, a little bit of cooking, a little bit of BS. You know, got to get the stuff ready for the weekend and whatnot. The trials and tribulations of living alone. You know how it be.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
No,
crap.
I don't. It's been way too
Yeah.
long since those days have ever existed.
Yeah.
It's nice as, you know,
Let's
get to do
everybody real
everything.
quick get out the world's smallest violin for Karth and his poor, impoverished life. Oh no, Karth has got dogs and a woman that loves him. Oh no.
Feel like
It's
that's
nice, but you gotta do everything on your own. So, you know. Yeah. It piles up.
But
there are
then you know
benefits.
exactly who to be mad at, and can be mad at that person when things don't get done.
Yeah,
You're
the
like-
laundry gnome. What a dick.
God
Frickin'
damn it,
asshole
me.
didn't do it again.
Exactly.
No, the laundry gnome. Yeah, it was the gnome's
Yeah,
fault.
try having
Yeah.
that conversation with
Yeah.
your wife. It goes over very poorly.
Kind of like how I went to the climbing wall earlier today, and Mrs. Scribble, like, she said, "So what time do you want picking up? 2:30?" And I was like, "No, 2:00." And then 1:30 rolled round, and I was waiting outside, thinking, "God damn it, where's Mrs. Scribble?" And then I messaged her at like 22. I was like, "You on your way?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm coming now." And then she turned up at the exact time we agreed for her to turn up. And I was like, "You were supposed to be here half an hour ago." And she said, "No, you said 2:00." I was like, shit. So, it's
All right, time to get my own license. I can drive myself.
Yeah, I mean, every time I get to that position, I'm like, I should really know how to drive. It would probably help quite a bit.
Probably, yeah.
But I'm also a little bit, disorganized sometimes, and applying for a driver's license is just above my appetite of wanting to do something. It's like, I can apply for what do you mean I gotta go and get a driver's license photo done? I gotta go all the way into town to get that stuff done, and then I have to fill out a form and send it
You'll
off.
travel
Oh,
hours. to
got a
work.
whole form.
Can't I just go up to the driver's license place and be like, "Can I have a provisional license, please?" And they can just give me one. Like right then and there, they just write my name on a piece of card and say, "There's your provisional."
That used to be how you
Then I
could
have
do
to get
it
it
in the States.
insured. God damn.
In the
So-
States, you used to be able to just walk in and get your driver's license if you could pass the test.
Wow.
After a
nice.
certain age, of course.
State to
Yeah.
state.
I think I'm
Yeah.
past that certain age.
It was,
It was
I
going on
think
test
once
next.
you were either 18 or 21, you could do that. Oh,
we
it's
have-
Tassy Boy.
Yeah, we have
And I
fellow
spent a lot of
content
time
creator in the
watching-
house.
Well,
So where
yeah.
I'm from, I think
There's
it
a
was
few
like
of 'em.
16. Oh yeah, none of them.
Our last round opponent was also in the chat a little earlier. I don't know if
Saw
he's
that.
still
Oh,
here.
really? What?
Yeah,
What? We had Kiowa?
Yeah, QA.
Stopped
Sorry.
in
How,
a little
how
bit,
did
like-
Kiowa get on in the end? I can't remember. I think we did okay, but I was a couple of drinks
Lost
deep.
by 20 something.
We lost by
Who
20?
lost?
Damn.
No, he did.
Oh, yes! Suck it,
We
Kiowa.
we did the math at the end of the stream that there was.
Oh,
no
yeah,
way
that
you
he
could
couldn't
come
win.
back from
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
79 average on fleet's pretty rough.
I would like to put it out there. Welcome to Tribe Talks, by the way. I would like to put it out there that at the end of a Friday night stateside stream, I'm not really in the state of mind to either remember anything or be accountable for my decisions.
We talked about it. It was only like 9 o'clock. Like it was still early.
5 a.m.
I had time to go watch Tasnix. I had time to go watch Wolfie. I
I had been up for 24 hours by the time I went
had
to bed.
So many things to do.
And I'm pretty sure I was drinking whiskey the entire stream.
You
sure.
definitely had a few shots right when the thing started for my account. Because,
Well, I had
that's when the hype
to
train kicked off.
I had to go back and do all the timestamps earlier today for that stream to upload into YouTube. And
Yeah.
the first battle, I was drinking whiskey and coke. So,
Yep.
and that was like a 4.5 hour long stream. So it was
Water.
Makers is good stuff.
yes, that was Maker's Mark. I still have a little bit left.
I do enjoy Makers. They have the Makers.
And now I'm looking for a glass.
That's usually like my go-to. I think when I'm going out to like a bar and I want something that's gonna be because the Maker's Mark, it's usually a decent price. Fucking everyone over here has it.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah,
really.
you-
And it's pretty popular, so it's gonna be like refreshed pretty frequently, so you're never too worried about
It's
it.
like
So it's usually one of my go-tos.
And any decent bar you'll go into will have a bottle of Woodford, but the problem is it's gonna cost quite a bit to have a Woodford and Coke,
Yeah.
or just
Yeah.
Woodford on ice.
Well,
So
but if you're mixing,
Exactly.
if you're mixing, Why are you going top shelf? Like,
I mean, to be fair,
I gotta ask questions. At that point.
If you're having an old fashioned, I would absolutely I wouldn't care. I'll be like, yes, I'm having the Woodford, please.
Oh yeah.
I'm with you on that one.
That's a little bit different than whiskey and Coke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Moral of the story is Makers is good stuff and is not super freaking expensive. Get it?
Moral of the story: drink whiskey.
Scribe.
Moral of the story: Scribe is looking for a sponsor from Maker's Mark.
Yes, please. You don't even have to pay me. Just send me a bottle a month.
Oh wow, you're not the alcoholic I thought you were.
Well, hold up. Wait a minute. Hang on. Who is the sponsor? Was this Woodford or was this Maker's Mark sponsored?
Maker's Mark.
Oh, Maker's.
Oh yeah, no. If it's Maker's Mark, I'll get a bottle of that a month, and then I'll drink my Woodford the rest of the time.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Or just a bottle a week. Come on.
Although now that we're sitting there and insulting their whiskey, saying it's not as good as Woodford, I think we've lost our sponsor.
Whoa.
How about this? Prove me wrong, Maker's Mark.
I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I got the Woodford's double oaked reserve.
Ooh.
Yes. That's like drinking straight gasoline. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, is it not nice?
I don't like it.
It does not blend with me. I've had the normal Woodford Reserve. That's fine, but the double oaked Reserve, it's just
some people
just tastes
some
like
people
gasoline.
just don't like it. Yeah. A coworker of mine, I talk to whiskey about all the time. He loves all of this, loves a lot of good stuff. And I had him try the double oak one time. He was like,
"Yeah, no, it's just
I don't know. Well, if that wasn't a good one,
there's just something about it. Like it's not the proof for me that makes it the problem. It's just it comes across so. Man, I don't even have the right words for it. My brother and I drink because I gave it to him and he doesn't like it either.
It must.
So
what
we do.
Yeah, it's a genetic thing.
How do you drink
what? Oh my god, dude! How do I
from the
drink it?
bottle?
Neat or over ice or
neat is the majority of the time how I drink whiskey.
a little splash of water usually helps with that. Just like a little splash. Like rinse the glass out and then just whatever's left over in the glass. That's fine. Especially for the barrel strength bourbons, it really helps a little bit.
Yeah, but I've had some barrel strength that I like neat. Like that's the thing. It's like I don't know why it's that one that's just like nope.
Not
we do that. What we do first is we do a shot or two. We do a double, and then we start pouring that because we numb the taste just enough to be like, yeah, all right, well, it's just alcohol. Now that it goes. Yeah. So we've almost made our way through the bottle after like literally 9 months.
God damn. Yes. Nothing lasts 9 months in my house.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I'm
That's
lucky
impressive.
if I buy. This is why I don't buy a fifth every week because I'll drink a fifth every week.
I usually find that's the case. Yeah.
So
if it's there, I'll drink it. So if I don't know it's here, if it's not in the house, then I can't get drunk.
Yeah, it's easier that way. That's why I go for the liquor store that's all the way in another state. But it's only a 10-minute drive.
That's the deterrent. 10-minute drive is the deterrent.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, it does help though. But the thing is that
it's not just the drive. You got to get up. You got to put shoes on. You got to it's like
you have to get a provisional driver's license. You got to learn how to drive. You got to
Scribe. Like if I can't get Mrs. Scribble to get it, or I can't get it Uber to my house, it's too much work. Okay, I just can't.
This is why I usually go to the corner shop that is like a stone's throw away from my house to buy my alcohol. Because I'm like, I could just get it there. It's unfortunately it's more expensive than your average shop, so that they always are.
Yes, it's going to be.
if I remember when we're doing our big grocery shopping, as you Americans call it, I'll just get some stuff there. Yeah.
Grocery shopping, as we call it, taking a mortgage out to feed ourselves.
Food shopping is getting expensive. That's what we call it in the UK. It's food shopping. We don't call it groceries. But is what it is. So this SWGoH podcast has started off really nicely.
It's been quite interesting.
I'm pretty sure that in Star Wars, there's probably somebody selling Maker's Mark somewhere. I think it's probably it's that widespread. Yeah. If we went to like Mos Eisley, in one of the cantinas there, somebody's bound to be selling Maker's Mark. I'm pretty confident. Yeah.
It's the house whiskey.
Yeah.
Give me that pass for it. It's just
right next to the Corellian Ale.
Yep. There we go. Beautiful.
That's the seamless tie-in to the Star Wars universe. We have joined these two genres of talking about whiskey and Star Wars. That maintains the status of this show as a purely Galaxy of Heroes podcast.
The short answer is, given enough time, we can always tie anything to Star Wars.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely. What have we had happen, though? Well, what have we had? We've had something. Queen Amidala.
What we had the game? We had Luthan.
Oh, yeah,
Luthan. My boy from Andor. Scribe has to freaking finish still.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I'm about to go away on holiday. I'm not watching... I'm not watching on Andor on holiday. That's the perfect
thing to do while you're on holiday.
Whilst in Barcelona, I'm just going, hang on, babe. Let me watch 18 hours of Andor.
After the podcast,
it's not that
while you're in the bar at the tapas place, you're going to go and watch
No. It's what you do in the morning.
Watch it on my phone as I'm going around Barcelona.
What you do in the morning.
Perfect.
Or what about on a flight there? Come on, you got a couple hours to kill there. And it's not 18 hours. It's like only 9 episodes?
And I've seen 3 of them.
40
so,
minutes.
Yeah,
so 6 hours.
You could probably kill it on the flight there and back.
Yeah, that's really not bad.
Not quite, but yeah.
Well, unless you want to, under the guise that you're not rewatching the entire series.
Oh no, I wouldn't. But
missed,
I think you're overestimating the flight times in Europe.
I say if your airports are anything like the last time I flew, when I flew to Vegas, I was sent on the tarmac for over a fucking hour because there was an ensuing thunderstorm, and then it didn't come, and they had to go fix something else and fix something else, and I was delayed by an hour or two trying to fly over to fucking Vegas. So that was absolute shit. So I probably could have finished all of Andor on that flight, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. The flight to Gibraltar is about 2.5 hours.
Okay, that's not bad.
So that's 5 hours worth of traveling, and that's assuming that I just sit down and completely ignore Mrs. Scribble and be like, sorry, got to watch a crap load of Star Wars right about now.
You just bring her a headset, you watch it together.
Perfect.
She doesn't need to know anything about Star Wars to enjoy it.
I've tried this with her before.
No, Andor is actually dope.
I'm not.
Andor, you might have a chance.
I'm not disagreeing, but I'm kind of disagreeing. Just because I know Mrs. Scribble. All right. I don't think she's going to like Star Wars.
It's a spy thriller. It's a spy thriller.
She need a little bit more rom-com, or
she's going to need a little bit more rom in that com. Yeah.
There's not too much rom in the Andor series.
That's not Andor.
Yeah.
Rogue One, there's a little bit. There's a little bit right towards the end.
Yes. Come on, babe. Let's just get through 8 hours of it. The last hour, there's some romance.
Yeah. No,
we'll get there.
When I'm describing Andor, rom-com is not my first descriptor. No,
that's fair.
No,
I think they should totally do a spin-off where they turn it into a sitcom. Do you think they can do a sitcom version of Andor?
Full with the laugh track and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fully
laugh
complete.
track.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Make it happen. I'm down. I'm here for it.
Oh my days.
At this point with fucking Acolyte, you never know anymore.
Well, yeah, okay, so that's another thing that we can talk about today.
Anywhere, geez.
I did go a little bit off rails on Friday's stream about Acolyte. We'll touch on Acolyte, I think, later on in the show. But let's talk about Luthan coming to the game. Yeah. Let's talk about how I'm completely not excited at all in the slightest, and a little bit confused that he's not a ship. I'm like,
well, I mean, who said he's not going to get one?
I didn't say that at all. I said he's not a ship. He's just
people
not a
aren't
ship.
Ships. You understand how people and ships are different, right? Luthan was
the
character. Right? The Fondor was the ship.
This is not Transformers. Okay?
Galactic Legends ship coming out. I thought we would get a ship now and some galactic chases to tie it all in, and boom, in 3 months we would have a new capital ship. But he turns out he's just a man. You see,
obviously
he's just a
messing
man.
Around. Yeah, obviously joking around. I am 100% in agreement. That's just.
Oh, it's kind of weird, right?
We were all like, okay, where is this next Conquest unit so we can know where they're heading? What's some direction for this game? What's coming on after the freaking Phantom Menace? Where are we going? What are we doing? What's happening? And then they release this, and you're sitting there like, okay, Luthan, fucking love Luthan. He's awesome. Was an amazing character in Andor. I'm really hoping that the Fondor does come in and he revives, Akbar, does something great for the Home One fleet.
Sure.
Something over there would be amazing.
I would.
But he's a rebel, so he's not leading to a new capital ship.
Nope.
And he's a rebel, so he's not leading to a new GL because we literally just got a rebel GL.
Don't tempt him.
So he's just kind of a one-off, which is in there. Which again, listen, he's awesome. Please make it happen.
Largest faction in the game. They could have 2 GLs. Come on.
It feels kind of just like a. All right, we got Luthan. Okay,
we had back-to-back Jedi GLs.
So hold up. I haven't watched Andor, but I'm assuming there's a dark side evil bad guy.
Yeah, the ISB.
Okay, so is there anybody in that faction that could be a GL?
No.
Okay.
Not from
then,
the
only thing.
Then there's nothing's coming out of Andor, guys. I think he's a one-off. Yeah. We might get his ship. That's it. Done. Move on. Boom. It's a stopgap.
Well,
it's filler.
Yeah. I like Luthan's character. I kind of. Honestly, if they had a moment, I would love for them to take this opportunity to bring in Bail Organa.
Yes.
Cool. That'd be sick.
Because
Absolutely.
I would love him to be under Momo, but
You wish you were under Momo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Got him.
Oh, yeah.
How would they
sign me up?
How would they not time?
Was that sign me up or tie me up?
I don't know. It would depend on which era we get him in.
I guess they could do the exact same thing they did with Luthan and just say if he's under here, he has all of these GR bonuses.
Yeah.
If he's under here, he has all these rebel bonuses.
It's a possibility. I would like to see Bail Organa because he was a lot more active on the entirety of things than Mon Mothma was, at least on the Mon Mothma was much more of a senator, and then Bail was kind of like a little bit more of the Peace Corps, actually willing to kind of get places and do things. But anyways, I would love to see him as kind of a Andor somewhat tie-in as well. But I think their objective here is to strengthen the Rebel Fighter faction to be more meta defined. And then, as well as, I believe the Fondor is going to come in, and then one of 2 things will happen, right? It's either they're going to do the same thing they did with Raven's Claw, which is if the home one's the capital ship, it becomes really awesome. If it's not the capital ship, it's just an okay rebel. Or the other option is that they butt the Millennium Falcon out of the profundity and move it back to the home one fleet.
Yeah.
Which I would be a bigger fan of, to be honest. I'm so butthurt that the home one fleet is just trash.
Millennium Falcon is actually pretty good. But like, for me, until we get to the point that there are both more fleets in TW and more fleets in GAC, I don't see the point necessarily of getting of lifting up B tier fleets to still be B tier.
Well, it's still their objective is to make everything viable to a degree, and so because they did the same thing with the Comeuppance, right? The Comeuppance does bring them the fleet capability up higher. It just still has the same problems, and it can do well versus certain comps. It's just that the fact that the meta defines that there's no reason to run that comp anymore. Like the Radis fleet, the Holdo's fleet, can beat the standard lineup Executor.
The Radis fleet is like the Lord Vaders of ships. They just keep having to bring out new stuff to make it just about do stuff. It's like, all right, get the SF-17. Yep, still trash, guys. It still does nothing. Bring in the Comeuppance. Yes, we can beat a few things now. Finally.
Whoa. You're telling me that you haven't bothered to take all your Resistance pilots to R9 yet so that you can experience
It's my name, Carth.
My Comeuppance is still 6 stars because I'm not willing to stop farming freaking signal data so I can go and finish that farm.
Oh, dude, right.
And why should you?
My alt is the same way. My alt is still got it at 6 stars. It's waiting for...
I would almost argue that, 6 stars is too far. Like, why 5 stars is all you need, isn't it, for the reinforcement?
That's that's it.
You over-egged it.
Yeah, I went too far.
Damn it. You went too far, damn it. So,
we've gone too far. Damn it.
Yeah, take it back
now. I was farming it on fleet energy instead of Cantina node, so I was doing the right thing at the time.
Yeah, I think I got it to 6-star during the chase, and then I think it was more just a case of I hate seeing it be there at 6 stars, so I took a little bit of time. I mean, Stap hurt a lot more. Stap to 7 stars hurt a lot more because that probably took about 3 to 4 weeks, but it felt like it took 3 to 4 months. Like the pain and the agony of simming Stap shards was just like, please, I need signal data.
So much signal data right now, but I don't. My life
signal
is
data
alive,
crunch is just.
Hurts.
It's so real right now, dude.
We do have that event coming this weekend, right? This weekend? This
for the fragmented,
weekend.
Is it?
For the fragmented, to the tier 1.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. Extra signal data is extra signal data.
Yeah,
I'll take all of it. All of it.
Yeah.
Just
watch the drop
rate
be ferocious.
Yeah. It's I don't regret farming the Stap, but it was painful. And we know he's probably going to be used in the new raid. But
the new raid, it's really lifting up the GG team to being like really competitive.
I'm really hoping that they're a great team in the raid, so I've got an excuse to take the whole team to R8.
Well, the question is, who do they make us mash together for the raid? That's the question that I have, and because like B1 seems like the obvious shout. B1 seems like the obvious shout. Stap seems like another obvious shout. Droidica seems like another obvious shout. Newt Gunray seems like a pretty obvious shout.
Yeah,
but at that junction,
do they allow us a B2?
I don't think so.
Do they allow us a better leader than Newt? Like, there's just
Poggle the lesson. Yeah, you're forced into a Poggle lead.
Oh my god!
Like the freaking Dark Side Geo one.
Yeah, like there's
remember the Dark Side Geo phase 1? Oh my god, sorry.
Yeah, phase 1, right?
Yeah, there's just too many things where it's just like I want to know what they're gonna do for the depth of the different factions, because it's like we have basically Gungans as our own thing, and then GR we have one of the teams basically we know is going to be doing their thing, and then we've got GR and then GR Jedi left. We don't know how deep they're going to go on that, and then we've got Separatists, and we don't know how deep they're going to go on that either. So
they really do need to make sure that, as far as Galactic Republic units are concerned, that Cup is one of them, and he happens to be the best. Okay, and that's got nothing to do with my recent sub goal at all.
Absolutely no reason. Also, I'm gonna die. Make him amazing, please. Just also for no reason, please.
Well, the thing is, though, is that they're gonna be good just because of how their kits function presently. Like, that's the dumb part about their.
They're gonna be good because they're not good.
No, because their kits have an innate anti-droid synergy.
All right. Okay. So how about this, Garth? I'll take in Jedi Master Luke with Gas, Jedi Knight Revan, Jedi Knight Luke, and Hermit Yoda, and you can take in I'm a Gundai, and we'll see who wins.
I mean, you're not droids.
The point stands.
We'll see who wins against a droid team.
The point stands. When we had the crate raid, nobody was going out of their way to go, let's go relegate Mob Enforcer because she's the most amazing thing on the
Jawas.
Run, the actual fucking team. Jawas were absolute shit. A lot of the crappy characters, assuming they have their actual kits, the crappy characters stay crappy. Right now for the speeder bike raid, the crappy characters are only good because they went and redid all of their kits. If we get their actual kits in there, the crap characters are still going to be crap. So you may not have.
You might be able to
unless they get hero bonuses.
I'm a Gundai with.
If they get crazy hero bonuses or something like that, then I will.
Well, it depends on what we're allowed to use to carry, because that's the question: is who gets to be the leaderships for the fight? Because Queen Amidala.
We have no idea what the structure is.
The next two under her, after Padawan and Master Qui-Gon.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really going to change anything. They're just going to be hard to put down.
Yeah. And
the core synergy is a 3. So it's like, okay, then who else do we get to use here that makes this make sense? That's the question I have with the depth of it, is what other leaders do they give us access to?
Mm-hmm.
Because if we have the original kits still, which it seems to be the case because they went into so much effort to make the Gungans anti-separatist.
Very deliberately, incredibly anti-separatist.
So it's I just have some questions, and but we talked about a few days ago, the road ahead's not coming until
next month,
like early July.
Yeah.
So it's like, we got a lot of time to just twiddle thumbs.
It definitely feels like. Well, I know we're going off on a tangent here completely, but whatever.
What? Us?
No. We are very, very controlled and rigorous in our themes and our discussion points.
Yes.
Here. I think this started off with Luthan, and now we're on the raid, but whatever. Yeah, it definitely feels like it's indicating an August release for the raid, which we kind of assumed first and foremost months and months back, but like the timings of it, like road ahead, probably going to be like, here's all the info about the raid, and then it'll be 2 to 3 weeks and the raid drops, right? So
yeah, my guess is that the road ahead drops within 2 weeks of Jar Jar's event returning, and then the raid will start after Jar Jar's event concludes.
I have a feeling that there'll be a week or two before Jar Jar comes back.
No, I don't think they'll launch the raid without Qui-Gon being farmable. I think that would be a massive slap in the face to people.
Oh, so Qui-Gon CG slapping people in the face.
I mean, for when you're talking about like one of the greatest forms of like farming gear and mats in the game with raid currency and then just shutting people off because characters aren't even farmable yet. Mm-hmm. I think you cause a little bit of a
should have wailed, buddy. Should have wailed.
Yeah,
that's the message. Yeah. The
well,
fire
it's
and the
because
pitchforks.
It's the structure they put in for the raid, though. That's why it's like the Mark III currency moves to the newest raid, so it's like you're already getting dicked down in a bad
pretty
way.
heavily. Yeah, pretty heavily.
When it drops, it's like if you can't go in and do the raid at all because you're missing access to all these characters, it's not going to go over well. So my guess is that Qui-Gon gets farmable should be about middle of July. That gives about 2 weeks to start working on him.
Plenty
of
time.
And then Jar Jar's event comes out. Jar Jar's event should run a week, so I would say probably after the first week of August or so, then the raid goes live and gives. And I mean, it's not like it's going to be the best timing in the world for people who aren't going to spend, but I can't see them releasing it without Jar Jar's event being complete and back out again, and then Master Qui-Gon being farmable for at least a little while.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I'm fully on board with that, but as in, and no, don't get me wrong, I would love it if all the characters were farmable. Doesn't impact me, but it's great for the players, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Qui-Gon Jinn goes farmable, week later, here you go, here's a new raid, enjoy. And people are like, well, what about Jar Jar? And you're like, yeah, he's coming back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There will be fire and pitchforks. There will be.
It's 1 out of the 5 teams. Again, for the crate raid, I ran 3 teams. I didn't run 5 teams, and I got a fine score with that one. So, I mean, you can probably get by with what you have. Again, I have no idea what the teams are going to be. We need to see what's going to happen. Are they going to be dicks and say, hey, no Padme because Queen Amidala is already here? And that doesn't make any sense. Are they going to say, we can't use Qui-Gon because it's already a Qui-Gon? We're
going to get both Qui-Gons. We're going to get OG Qui-Gon, and he's going to be a Jedi lead. And then Galactic Republic, Master Qui-Gon will be Galactic Republic and Queen Amidala. There we go.
So since we're down this rabbit hole already, what do you guys think are the odds that they release additional raid armies for other factions? Especially the factions that are going to be deeper, like the GR or the Separatists.
I don't think we're seeing any other raid armies outside of what we're getting on. Which I can't remember which one. Is it Boomadir? Is he the one that's getting there?
Yeah.
He's getting the raid army.
Yeah.
I'll be interesting to see what that is. Yeah, I think it's one per raid because it's pretty hard to get people convinced, especially after Scout. I mean, I'm still waiting for a refund on that from Meathead. I keep pestering him. He doesn't refund it. I don't know why. He won't refund me my armies.
So honestly, I would not be surprised if they intended to release multiple TB armies for this raid. If they intend
TB
for
armies.
us, sorry,
for
raid armies. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
raid armies
for the TB.
For the TB.
Hey man, that's what they should do. That's what they should do with old raid content. They should turn them into special missions in TB. I'll be like, here you go. On this one, on this planet, you get to play the raid. Do it.
Well, they did that for the old TV missions.
Exactly.
They gave you the Acolyte.
We also got the Nexu, and the Reek as well, right? So,
I mean, slightly different forms, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like hell yeah. That's what makes that planet so cool. I enjoy that planet so much because the battle is different.
Yeah, Geos is fun. Right? I like Geonosis. I think it's one of the fun ones to play because they're reusing all that content.
Yeah, and but no, like, I want to steal. Why do we not get a Rancor somewhere? We have Rancors. We've used Rancors. Let's get Rancor. One of the TB missions, please. Let's do it.
I need a Rancor special mission on Tatooine.
Why is there no
another one on Tatooine?
I need another Pip on Tatooine, please. Okay, thank you.
Why is there no Mythosaur on Mandalore? I mean, come on.
Because we never fight the Mythosaur.
Don't let logic stand in the way of the rule of cool, Karth. Okay?
Okay. All right, my bad. My bad.
These are holotables.
Yes.
They're not real.
They're not historical tables, okay?
They're not historically accurate tables.
Read the historical documents. What?
That's fair.
The archives must be incomplete.
No, I just think that they'll do it because if we're going to keep the kits the way they are in the raid, we're not going to modify anything. You
don't know what the hero abilities are going to be yet.
It doesn't matter though, because it's just like unless they give hero, no, because we know Qui-Gon, Master Qui-Gon, and Padawan Obi are going to be heroes. We know that.
Yeah,
but they're going to be under Queen Amidala.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're spreading them out. They're not leaders. They can't do anything different. So it's like if we're going to have GR and Jedi tags, we have to have some form of depth to run with. And
what if OG Qui-Gon is also a hero unit and he gets something stupid like, if you're taking in Qui-Gon Jinn, he gets 500% offense and defense and health and armor penetration and all this sort of bollocks. You don't know what they're going to do.
And his GAC Omicron is active for the raid because
and if he dies and he's got allies, he revives.
Give him a GAC Omicron for the raid.
Yeah, but then that would sure. That's a possibility. They could do something like that, like the same way they did individual hero units for the Crate Dragon raid.
Or alternatively, what they do is they just make everyone really, really shit, and you just have to relegate everybody to score anyway halfway decent. It's just like everybody's crap is the same thing as everybody being really good.
CG, this is what you are forcing us to do because we have no fucking road ahead. Please, dear God, give us something.
Oh,
Karth, you said you've got like 16 Ommis ready to go, right? Yeah. So all of these new raid Ommis we can just start throwing willy-nilly in the testing phase, right? You'd be like, yep, that Cup Omicron, that Cup raid Ommi, gotta have that. Gotta get that.
I mean, hey, someone's gotta test it.
Yes.
But I mean, all I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if there were more. Yeah. It seems like with the depth that's presently available, I can't see how the current factions, without utilizing legendary characters or GLs, which they're not going to give us. There's no way they give us JMK for the raid. Come on,
no. I don't. He's episode 3 anyway, right? So.
Well, yeah, but I don't see how these other if they're gonna do it the same way they did the Andor raid, they're gonna tell us the 30 characters we can use, right? Yeah, like that's the path they kind of set after Crate came.
I was saying, like, how restrictive do you think that they'll actually be? Because you think like for the Andor raid right over there, it makes no fucking sense for a shore trooper to be on Endor. It makes no sense for
I'm with you.
On Endor. So I mean, they may.
What are you talking about? I know Moff Gideon was there.
Yeah.
Precisely. So they may have to allow for some leeway just so they can have us have enough characters to actually run over there.
Oh yeah, no, agreed. For sure.
But I agree, no JMK.
Yeah.
But the problem is you run out of leaders very quickly that have a meaningful leadership. Like you can take all the OG Jedi characters, and the best lead between them is probably going to be either Kelleran, Kenobi, and Mace. There's
Mace lead.
I mean, General Skywalker is not going to be a leader for the thing. Padme might.
Hear me out. Grandmaster Yoda's Zeta lead. If they have like
Karth is so happy all of a sudden.
Per meter, right? Maybe.
Tenacity, maybe. Resist those debuffs.
It could be a thing. I have that Zeta. Please make it worth it.
Yeah. No. I'm just like, that's all I'm saying is that my head looks at that and goes, okay, it doesn't make enough sense to have a team that can survive this endless wave kind of mechanic. If it's still the same thing we saw in the last Conquest, I just don't see how most Jedi teams or GR teams have the sustain. Like you need something like Queen Amidala that's just constantly passing out some sort of heal mechanic. And so my brain is racking through, like, I don't see it. Like, the Separatists at least have it, right? You got B1, as long as you don't have like a GG lead, can ramp stacks quite high. If you can get somebody to attack somebody besides him, you can sustain a team fairly well.
Get him going fast. He stacks up.
Yeah, the rest of it, my brain just kind of just trying to rack how these kits as is will work in the raid under the given mechanics that we know should exist. Mm-hmm. We don't know that's a final picture, but that's just where my head's at. I don't know for certain if that's going to be what they do, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had additional TB Amis planned for raid Amis planned for this upcoming raid, outside of the one that we know should be coming.
I can't see that going over very well is the problem.
I can't see that it. I mean, but
like,
look at
it's painful enough to do one raid army that you know is going to disappear in 9 months. Like, you tell them, we've got 3. Like, people are going to be like...
Yeah, but we got 2 Galactic Challenge armies in back-to-back faction releases, and no one's going to slap those on. Like, if they're just looking to diversify, then who cares?
We didn't get Galactic Challenge armies. We got one from
Galactic
Phalanx,
Challenge
right?
and one Conquest.
We got
Phalanx?
Yeah.
Oh,
we got one Conquest,
right.
One Galactic
Those
Challenge.
are different game modes, Karth. I know they look very similar.
One GC and one Conquest.
Yeah. So, like, and I still say, looking at that... I know we're jumping context again here, but looking at the Conquest feats coming up, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, I can see very deliberately how they're trying to say, hey, look how good the Padawan Obi-Wan Omicron is, because look at all these feats where you got to get these buffs. You can use him for every sector. And I'm like, I'm not doing it, dude.
Then you're using him for every sector, and you are sitting there and just... The stamina has to come back on the fucker, all right? It only works over 50% stamina.
Yeah,
so
honestly, that was
100%.
Yeah,
that was the one thing that I was like, when Fatal was talking about it, he's like, this is the dumbest Omicron in the world because it only works above 50%. So I was like,
yeah,
you can't even use it the whole time.
Yeah, you can't even use it the whole time. You can't whittle him down to 1%. You can't keep throwing him in on a team at 1% to utilize it. It's like,
they could have made the Omi be like, he's immune to stamina reduction instead. Like, come on.
I mean, they could have done a lot of things.
If it's a Conquest army, make it worthwhile. Jesus.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
Yeah.
Make
we
it.
Don't do that
make
here.
Suffrage. The key component of everything.
I don't get it. So yeah, I'm excited that in maybe a month's time, we'll have a road ahead and we'll be able to see and we'll be able to go, oh, that's quite interesting, and we'll find out what the hell's happening with content, because we need to know what's coming. Like, once this raid drops, we've got no flipping clue where the game's supposed to be going. We don't know what's coming at all, in the slightest. Normally there's like, oh, we know what's coming. But, Luthan dropping, to me, is just like, gives me no idea, because I don't see them all of a sudden start releasing a bunch of Andor content. It feels like it'll be him, and that's it.
And there's not much for them to release. Like, there's not very many notable characters, and like we talked about this a couple days ago, like, the ICB is the only faction they could really push into, but like there's only a couple of characters that you could even say did anything meaningful besides just sit in the Oval Office, so to speak. So it's like, okay, so do we do some 3v3 teams out of this and call it a day, or do we do something different? Like, what's the game plan here?
Nobody knows.
I can't see much coming out of Andor. I feel like we'll get Luthan, we'll get his ship. The ship will bolster the Home One fleet. Luthan will bolster the Rebel fighter faction, and that buys them the next 3 months. I mean, that's June, July, and August set down. So
it's also kind of interesting when it comes to his ship. I don't disagree with you. I think they totally could release the Fondle, but how are they going to release the Fondle? I can't see it being the next Conquest after this one. Maybe it is, but I can't see it.
It's possible, though. I mean, if we skip a ship, like we don't do a ship this year, or they only do marquees for the ship, they may not think that the units are worth.
Well, it could be a chase, right? It could be a chase.
Yeah, they could do chases.
The only thing that gets me about it is if they're trying to release a ship as well, the ship's not going to come for 3 months because they'll have to wait for him to come out first before they can even put it in the game. As in, they have to wait for the end of his Conquest run before they can put it in the game, otherwise nobody can activate it. So it's like, okay, fair enough. But if they're doing that, I don't see how they release a capital ship this year. Because it's like, unless they just pump out a boatload of galactic chases, like talking one a month, and we get a new capital ship in, 5 months' time.
November or something like that.
It'd just be kind of weird. It just kind of confuses me. But maybe we just don't get a capital ship.
Which that to me feels like the more this goes on is the most probable. Because there's not a huge need for it besides just adding to the meta, and I don't know where they would really pull from. The only thing that makes sense would be like Admiral Trench as the capital ship, but outside of that, I don't know.
Did you guys catch Arnold's recent video?
Yeah, the asset dump,
yeah. I have to be honest. I looked through that, and I understand why he's putting it out. It's it's some content and stuff, but I don't think anything there is indicative of stuff we're going to get in any reasonable time frame. Almost everything he showed is in the game already. Like the soulless one, that's already in the game in the gas event. The Trade Federation capital ship, it's already in the game. It doesn't have a kit. It features in the background. I think of the gas event again. I can't remember. But so, yeah. It's literally, they're in the game. The Anakin Starfighter is also in the gas event as the Starfighter ship. So the only things that we haven't seen necessarily are the kit reworks for Grandmaster Yoda and for Maul and for Clone Wars Chewie. Those they're not, they could be graphical updates that we haven't seen. Then those aren't in the game, so they might come, but you've seen the timestamp on them. They were done a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It's like, yeah, of course they could come out, absolutely. And we did have that recent portrait upgrade for GMY that got rolled back for some reason. I think they forgot about it. They rolled it back and it's gone back to the old portrait for GMY now. It's kind of weird. So it's like it's
that entirely.
Yeah. Oh, and there was Krennic's shuttle as well, but the timestamp on that was like 2017 or something. Really old. So it's like, I'm not saying that it's not cool and interesting stuff, but I don't think for a minute any of that stuff is like leaked information around what's going to be coming. So it was kind of cool to see that.
It could mean something, it could mean nothing. Zori was in the game for years before Shura Hurkit was eventually released and added her as a playable character. So
yeah, she was in the Rey event.
Could be there. So it could mean, or the Rey event. Or was she an enemy in the Slacker event?
Oh, Slacker event. Sorry, yeah. Slacker faces off against
enemy in the Slacker event.
Yeah. Sorry.
Either way, it could mean something. It could mean nothing. A lot of this stuff, it's like with the monthly characters. Sometimes the monthly characters, what you're getting in the calendar, or whatever. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I see how they did there. And sometimes it's just a random one-off character.
Yeah, so exactly.
It could mean something. It could mean nothing.
Maybe shit.
Like quite often they have Night Sisters in October. Because it's like, oh, Halloween, witches. And then there's nothing actually about Night Sisters. But, sometimes the monthly calendar is indicative of stuff going on. Like we just had, was it Qui-Gon, I think, last month? I think it was last month. Or was it month before? We had OG Qui-Gon and then we had Master Qui-Gon Jinn come out and stuff like that. It was like, okay, yeah.
So OG Qui-Gon and Master Qui-Gon didn't come out till the next month.
Yeah, that was it. So it was like April was OG Qui-Gon and then May we got Master Qui-Gon Jinn. So yeah, so it's like it can be, but it's nothing to place too much stock in. They've got stuff in their back pocket that they can use if it gets approved, and nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So we spoke about Luthan in depth. Conquest feats seem really easy.
We definitely spoke around him a lot. Yeah, that's true.
We danced around
Kit at all.
I mean,
we didn't talk about its usability at all.
I mean, we could talk about that if you want. I can't remember it. I did look at it, and I was like, okay, looks like it's a lot of stuff for Saw Gerrera. It's got some stuff that looks like it could be useful for Momo, but
yeah. So like the interesting thing was that they're splitting his kit and making him play very, very differently.
Yeah.
A little bit akin to you think how Cara Dune works differently when they're under a rebel leader or a scoundrel leader.
Yeah.
Similar sort of thing, only this one is very much more directed. When he is working with Saw specifically, he suddenly just like unlocks some shit, and then otherwise he's like, I'm a lowly curator. I am so humble. Oh.
Yeah.
But looks pretty cool.
It gives him a lot of flexibility though, because it's only the Axis part of his kit that requires Saw. The curator is if it's as long as there's a rebel lead.
Oh, so does he get curator as well as Axis if Saw is in the lead?
No.
Either
if
or.
it's Saw, he gets access. If it's a rebel, any other rebel lead.
Oh, okay, so it's not Momo. It's just okay. Yeah, fair enough.
If I remember that correctly, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah. At the start of the battle, if there is a rebel leader and there are no rebel galactic legends, then if it's Saw Gerrera, he gains the access. Otherwise, he gains curator.
Okay, so if he's under CLS, he'll gain curator.
Yeah. So he'll still have some flexibility in teams he could in theory work with.
So we put him under. Does he have anti-galactic legend stuff in it? I can't recall.
Just the unique. The unique doesn't let him work with a rebel GL.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a shame, because it would be nice to just throw him under Leia.
And then there's a few extra callouts from Mothma just because she herself is not a rebel fighter. So they'll have like a few extra little things in there just for her, but otherwise, yeah. Mostly Saw and Mothma. I think with the Omicrons don't even look all that crazy. Like I looked over them a little bit, and it looks like I might put like one Omicron on him. I think it's the Dreams with Ghosts over there, which is the mastery and speed and everything, just like some extra stats. Other than that, nothing seems all that incredibly like game changing. So if I can have another one Omicron character, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Let's see that with somebody else.
The basic seems okay. He uses a basic. He stacks up to 100 speed. Reduces their defense by 30% until he uses his basic again. I mean,
right now, choose between that and Stap.
It's
which one do you choose?
Exactly. No,
I mean,
you know. Yeah, I'm totally with you. It's not that it's bad. It's just, I don't know.
In this day and age, unless you're Karth that have all the Omicrons, that's not really one that I'm looking out to get. So it's nice when there's ones that we can skip. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Karth's like, I'm getting all of them.
I mean, I will, just because that's the way it's gonna be. I've got 3 months to farm the Omicrons. That should net me 5 Omicrons in 3 months, roughly. So, and I have almost 4 in the bank right now.
And how many in the game are you missing right now?
Well, the short answer I can tell you for GAC, the only 2 I'm missing are 000 and BC1. I have every other GAC Omni in the game.
Yeah.
For TW, I couldn't tell you. There's probably like 10 TW Omnis I don't have.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Karthrik has got Akbar and Princess Leia and Krennic, but he does not have BT1 and 000, because screw those droids, man.
I mean, if it... Like, I have talked to the people who have them, and it's like, it makes a not 1% difference. You know? It's like, there are brief moments where
I don't know what to do.
One gives a turn meter when they specifically get the kill, and the other one I think recovers stats when they get the kill.
That's really weird. So that turn meter one cannot be on BT1, surely.
So BT1, whenever BT1 or Trip 0 defeat an enemy, their cooldowns are refreshed and they gain 30% turn meter.
BT1 takes a bonus turn. So he's
exactly.
So that part of it is completely useless.
Yeah, exactly.
And when is Trip 0 defeating enemies? He does some damage.
He does some, yeah. And if they're tortured, they got lower defense and stuff like that. But BT1 commits war crime. I mean, this last round of GAC, I faced off against an R7 BT1 that had something like 300% armor pen, and he one-tapped my Han Solo who was guarded. So he didn't crit him, just full health, full protection, boop, dead. I was like, all right, screw you.
The only
Yes.
Yeah, the only advantage of 000's Omicron is that it gives you a 2-turn torture.
Yeah.
That is the only advantage of the Omicron, because he is the odds of you getting a kill with that ability are fucking 0. Because usually you're using it to lock somebody down.
And let's be honest as well, if you are killing that unit, you don't need the Omicron. Like, if it's got to the point that BT1 is killing a unit, no, sorry, 000 is killing a unit, you don't need the Omicron. That's not going to do it. That's not going to be the deciding factor.
That's such a weird thing to have on an assist call. If before you call somebody to assist, if that defeats it, like, what? if it was on this turn.
Yeah, exactly.
If they said on this turn, if it defeats an enemy, if an enemy is defeated on this turn, while after using this ability, then great. Offense stacking, that sounds a little bit better.
I mean, they could have just said, like, if BT1 or 000 kill a unit, they both gain a bonus turn.
Or like, what it should have just been is that when an enemy with tortured is defeated, you gain more stats or whatever else. But it's just like, it's so narrow, and then the fact that none of Afra's Omnis work in 3v3, it's just like, well, this is really dumb.
Half the chat right now, all they care about is the fact that my face is shaved. Like, damn it.
Next up, eyebrow waxing. I like
eyebrow waxing. Yeah. Tell you what, Desi. Tell you what. No, actually, I'm not going to say that. Actually, I'm not going to try and poke Desi, because Desi will do something, and he'll be like, right, okay, boom, you're shaving your eyebrows live on stream. I'll be like, damn it. And then I'll be going on holiday with no eyebrows. So, I'm not going to...
You weren't looking to take any photos while you were out, were you?
No, I was just going to catch up with my old work boss and my work friends and my actual friends and try and enjoy a good time out in Barcelona. But no, I'm not going to... I'm not going to tempt Desi. We know how Desi operates.
That's fair.
Yeah. So 000 and BT1 Omis, they're just garbage.
They dumb.
Yeah, but those are the only 2 GAC ones I don't have. Everything else that I've got is
assuming no Sortie, no Padawan Obi-Wan, and no Phalanx.
Yeah, none of the Conquest ones, none of the GC ones, none of the TB Omnis yet, which that might change, to be honest with you. Just the higher we go up in TB, having those lead. That one actually is starting to become like...
I mean, you have R9 Gen Knight Cal, right?
Yeah, that's becoming one that I think I might have to do, just because of the fact that I need to take JML somewhere else.
Well, I mean, I have it on good authority that Army Gen Knight Cal basically takes in trash tier units and bodies everything.
It does.
TB.
It pretty much does, yeah.
I mean, that means you can live that life that you always like to and just donate all your good units to operations.
That's what the alt does.
Yeah. So on your alt, get the Jedi Knight Cal Kestis Omicron.
That account is broke on Omicrons. You get out of here.
Well, that account climbed higher than your main account in GAC, so it needs taking down a peg.
For like one round.
Hey, one round is one round too many.
Yeah, I started one round with my alt being higher than my main, and then immediately got bullied down.
I'm almost thinking that Karth deliberately tanked it on his alt. You know, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it sounds pretty sus to me.
Yeah, I can't have this now.
Quick Karth, play that sus soundboard again.
Hold on, it's coming.
There we go.
Perfect.
It was honestly not because I was throwing it intentionally. It was just like it was.
You're far too competitive to do that. So.
I was fighting too many. Well, I was fighting people that had like the Gungans and the Queen Amidala stuff like week 1. So it's like, I don't even have them on that account. So I didn't have anything to really like go up against them consistently. So it just kind of went to the point where I'm like, well, just take the beating, deal with it like a man. Be this over with.
Yeah. I mean, my GAC's gone okay this round of 3v3. This series, this season of threes. I think I've lost maybe 2, 3 battles, maybe something like that. It's been okay.
I've had a lot of opponents like doing fuck all, or like doing a battle, and I've had a lot.
Nope, not had that.
I'm at 6-2 right now, and I think I've only actually like 3 of those wins. I think were just because my opponents fucked off, or like they did a battle and stopped, or were like, he already full cleared me, whatever. I'm just not gonna do anything. So it happens in threes. It's a little bit crazy.
Yeah, it happens in threes far more frequently than it happens in fives.
Yeah.
I know, community sentiment around 3v3 is generally pretty low. There are a few oddballs that are like 3v3 is the greatest game mode ever.
And their only claim to fame is that the theory crafting is far more entertaining in 3v3 because it's easier to put an opponent in checkmate in 3v3 than it is in 5v5 because you have way less resources to attack a squad with in 3v3. So it's like, if you can't make a certain thing work, odds are you kill no one.
Yeah.
And then you go back and have to try again. And so if you're best, like right now, there are a few things like that. Like if you put down all your counters to like Slacker and JMK, and then you try to go beat them without it, like you get like a one shot at that, and then it's over. So it just depends on where the player is at, but yeah, a lot of people just don't give a care.
Yeah,
for
I can't really blame them. I'll be honest, but I play it just because I like GAC in general. So
yeah, recently I'll be honest, 3v3 hasn't been quite as bad. Just because I think I've talked about this before, but just because there's so much of an offense like heavy like focus in the meta right now, get all these big teams to take out all these big counters and whatnot. So if you save enough for offense, you're gonna clear. And a lot like the other complaints that we had with 3v3 was there was big old stonewalling teams. Yeah. And you can argue, yes, Queen Amidala is a crazy team, but just use Bane. You can argue some of the other teams, these other teams are crazy stonewalling teams, but they all have counters at this point. If you save enough for offense, you'll generally be okay.
It's literally when people
atrocious.
Yeah, it's when people go like moderately heavy defense and then their opponent does the same, then it doesn't go over well because it's like you have nothing to do. Like that's what my alt did this week. I just said screw it. My strategy is if they can't clear more than a zone, then I'll fight. But if they can clear more than a zone, I don't fight. And so far, nobody's cleared more than a zone.
God damn.
I got 6 GLs on defense, and
it's brave.
JMK.
I haven't done that level of heavy defense in a long ass time now.
Well, so many people, if they put
is that
more
heavy
than,
defense though?
It's like JMK's on defense, and then Slacker's on defense, and then Jabba the Hutt's on defense and everything. The thing is the reason why it's heavy, air quotes heavy, is because I'm at a place where people don't have all the Omicrons with my ult. Okay. So it's like people don't have the Omicrons on the Night Sister team. They don't have the Omicron on Stab yet. They don't have ways to cheese all the GLs down. And so it's like, all I do is just go, okay, well, I've got enough to clear north and ships, so
yeah,
that's all I'm doing.
That's the strat.
So like my first run opponent couldn't even clear south, and then my second run opponent took 10 battles to clear a zone, and then had nothing left for the back wall. And so all I had to do was clear in one taps everything that I could, and that's all I did. And then I won. So I only cleared 2 zones. Yeah. But I didn't drop anything, so I was just like, well, you have to clear my entire back wall to win, and you don't have the firepower, so
yeah. My round 2 is the one that kind of surprised me that I won, because I played awfully in round 2. I played really bad. I was that was the Friday night stream where just like everything. How many drops did I had? I think on the back wall I took like 8 attempts to kill. What was it? Let me check. Hang on. DTMG.
Ooh. Oh, yes, I remember.
I was just throwing stuff at it. I was pretty gone by that point.
Did you try Ed Red?
Yeah, failed miserably. Absolutely atrociously failed. Which was the first battle I did. I was like, yeah, I'll Adrad it. And then I got tilted by saying, I fucking hate Adrad, he's shit. Because every time I use Adrad in GAC, he always, like, colossally fails. So I'm just like, I'm just going to pretend like he doesn't exist anymore. Screw that guy.
Like I said, a lot of Adrad is just the enemy AI allowing you to win the fight. Do they cooperate? Do they anything? And then, do you have enough damage with the hope and everything to actually beat him down? So it's not always guaranteed.
Yeah. So I got the full clear, and I scored 1999, which is pretty bad for a full clear. But my opponent, like, he dropped nothing on the front wall, which really scared me. I was like, oh god, he's one-tapping everything, here we go. But then on the back wall, he dropped one against Lord Vader, then cleared it, and then he preloaded Queen Amidala with 3 battles, and he just gave up. He was like, nope, screw this. And which is weird,
honestly,
because he had 6 GLs. So I don't know what he did.
Dude, but straight up though, with Queen Amidala, if you don't have Bane for her, you are in for a roller coaster of a counter. Because do
you have Qui-Gon everything or no?
Oh yeah. So it's the proper it's the proper team with 2 Omnis and Padawan Obi-Wan's Kron. So only R6 on Queen Amidala and only R6 on Master Qui-Gon.
It doesn't matter.
No, it's not making the reasonable difference, but you are right. Like, I put it back wall to bait out people to blow Bane on the front wall. You know, like, I want some... If they can blow Bane and maybe blow JMK on the front wall, then they still need to deal with the Lord Vader with Reva and Reva's Kron on the back wall with Queen Amidala. So I was just hoping to make it difficult, and if they don't make the right choice, that they have a real hard time with Queen Amidala. And it paid off in this round, but I wasn't expecting it to, because he one-tapped the front wall. I was like, oh, well, we're screwed. And then he just shit the bed.
Must have thought that you had gone light and didn't anticipate your backline defense being as hard.
Yeah.
And then that's what screwed him really well. But I mean, that was like when we were fighting QA last night, like trying to think through what to do with his Queen Amidala team. Like, all the data showed that the only thing beating it was a GL.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
gotcha.
Everything else times out because of just the amount of oppression in that comp. Where it's just like, oh, that is absolutely brutal.
My enduring memory of that GAC was that I think we took about 30 minutes to decide on teams every battle. We were sat there going,
it wasn't that so bad, but yeah, it
felt like that.
It was quite a bit of deliberation between every fight.
Yeah, it was a good time though. Yeah, and we won.
Yeah, we did.
Love you, QA.
Woo!
Yeah,
it was fun watching. I watched his round
attacking
me this morning. It was actually really interesting to see. The one that actually killed was, like, I found hilarious though, was like watching his Seer Malicos fight versus my Ray team.
Oh yeah.
Like, Starkiller just like lays Ben over like it's nothing in like 10 seconds into the fight. Just Ben's dead.
Just go blop.
Just goes blop. But for whatever reason, after that, he couldn't line it up well enough to get to get Ray to die, and then Cal just kept recovering the health every time, and so it's like nothing would happen, and then Starkiller hit Unleashed, which that's like usually the fight's over before that hits.
Oh, gotcha.
And he popped the Force Repulse, hit Ray for over 1 million damage. I was like, all right, well. Just watched Ray go out the window. I was like, oh man, like that's like so frustrating because, like, you know, I've done that and watched that fight go to hell because of that reason.
Gotcha.
But just like watching that, just like literally like you see like a 6-figure or 7-figure number show up and then like Ray goes away. Like, oh, that's new. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
It was good watching some of that stuff because it was interesting to see what worked and what didn't. Because the part I actually found funny was that 2-tap on the back wall with JTR and Holdo.
Okay.
Because he used the first attempt was what's its nuts, Moff Gideon or DTMG, Moff Gideon Scout.
Okay.
And it took him 4 minutes and 35 seconds to get everybody below 100% health. And then timed out.
Yeah, I bet.
But the funny part was, though, is that he didn't know that I think he didn't know that Holdo had been knocked under.
Okay.
Because he started the next fight and Holdo like looked at full health, but then he just like full sent in her with like Han Chewie, and then she died. And he was like, what?
All right.
and then was able to bring it back and got a second round. But it was interesting to see how people play against it. I don't very often get to see.
No, well, nobody really often gets to see how their defense holds up in real time.
Oh, my Jabacron did exactly what I wanted it to do.
It held the
that
battle.
Oh, dude, it was so funny to watch that, though. He went in with Night Sisters versus Jabba, which is usually a clean way to get the sides out. Yeah. My Jabacron has 40% or 50% offense on it.
That's a lot of damage.
So Bausch is hitting nice and hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then so it's like Bausch killed all 3 of the characters within 40 seconds of the fight starting.
Oh no! Just went in straight away, like bloop bloop bloop.
Well,
boom!
hit him twice, and within the 2 attacks that she did, she knocked everyone under 100% health. Oof. And then used the AoEs and just started like obliterating the board.
Yeah.
It was
Bausch is terrifying, dude. Bausch is terrifying.
Well, with that much firepower too, like Jesus Christ, that's no joke. I want to double check the Craw. Yeah, the Craw is 48% offense and then 95% armored pen, which the armored pen does nothing for Bausch because she's special damage. But
what is she up to? Like 20,000 fucking offense at this point?
Oh, let's see. What is her special? She is 17,000 special offense.
Or
yeah.
And casually gaining some mastery throughout the battle as well.
Well, and that's not. We're not talking
gain
about
that much
lead.
in 45 seconds, I guess. Gone in 60 seconds.
Well, she gets 30% mastery with
with
the leadership too. So, but yeah, it was like that played out quite well, and that's what cost him 10 banners there because he did that
actually preload then, or was he airplane mode?
No. He airplane mode it, but he then went with Traya, cleared out the sides, then went in with Momo and cleaned up the
That's the old faithful, dude. I always used to 2-tap Jabbas with Traya Momo. Yeah. Back before the efficiency meta where it was like, you must kill everything with one team.
Yeah, that's how it went. But it was actually really kind of fun to watch that because it was just like I've had that happen to me, but to watch my defense do it, it was like satisfying.
You're like, vindicated.
I am not alone.
That's how it feels. Yeah.
Yes. This is how somebody else feels when it happens to them.
I love it. Yeah. Oh man. So should we talk about Conquest feats, or do you want to talk about Acolyte? What do you guys want to talk about?
Conquest feats, because I'd rather not talk about Acolyte.
So I really don't want to talk about Acolyte.
Okay, well, we don't have to talk about it at all.
I have very little positive things to say about it at the moment. That's all.
If you don't have anything nice to say,
and shut the fudge up. Okay, let's talk about how nice and easy these Conquest feats are then, because they feel really easy.
Where did we post those at? Are they posted?
Usually in my patron chat, right?
Yeah, but how long ago?
I don't know. We're not organized.
Why did somebody pin them like a good person? No. Silly.
Valheim being pinned.
Only Valheim. Yay, Tribeheim.
Here it is. No, you pinned it in general chat. No, that's 313. That's a while ago.
That's an old one.
That's not the right one.
Yeah.
You're probably going to want to do some reconstruction soon, too.
Gonna want to what?
Never mind. No, I was just thinking Valheim.
Oh, right.
So you can do more building. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to be gone for a week. It's going to be a whole different world by the time I come back.
Well,
there it is.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I have the Conquest feats in front of me. I
honestly share them with the chat so we can also look. Just pin it somewhere in Patreon or something.
Yeah, be a good person.
I will post it in Patreon, but I cannot.
And I will
pin
it. Put a pin in it, buddy. There we go. Let's pin that. Pin the message. Okay, cool. We are now organized and stuff.
And
Whoa.
Alright, so global feats then. I mean, more of the same normal stuff, like the kill enemies on the challenge path, that's not new. 15 battles with Captain Rex surviving seems incredibly generous.
Yep.
You know, like, not only is he a really durable unit in general, if Zealous Ambition is still in the game, he's going to be clapping cheeks. He can also fit in GL teams, in Phoenix teams, in clone teams. He goes everywhere, so he can quite happily ride down to 1% stamina, I feel, and you'll be fine.
15 is nothing.
15 is nothing, even with the, you know, without him dying. Defeat 35 enemies with Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, he claps pretty hard. He's constantly turning, you know, getting turns and stuff.
Over the course, get a Jedi Master Luke call him to assist.
Exactly. And then 15 battles with Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan. Obviously, that's going to be a little bit harder for those that didn't whale. But generally speaking, it's not... Like they're both Jedi. Again, you can say JML.
Well, they're both GR Jedi. Like, you can throw them with JMK, Cat, GK, and then they can just sit there.
Or you can throw them under Rey, and she can protect them with DI and kill things before... You know, there's lots of solutions there, so it doesn't feel too bad.
I'm really hoping that they did not get rid of Zealous Ambition, because I will be sad if they do.
Yeah, so will I. Then we've got win 15... I thought this was really generous with the Gungans. You don't need Jar Jar. 4 Gungans. It's like, wow, okay. Yeah. They're being kind.
Yeah.
And it's only 15 battles.
Squad.
They are.
Yeah. Without Jar Jar, they can still do some work, so they're not awful. And like you were saying, you can. I think you were saying the other day when we were looking at these feats the first time, 4 Gungans and Rey.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Job done.
Some more wins. 4 Gungans and Zealous Ambition Dash. Awesome.
Yeah.
Blow everybody up and you win.
Yeah. So you know that fifth slot is easy. You know,
the only one that's going to be like low-key obnoxious, I think, is going to be the DTMG one, because it's 35 kills with him specifically, which isn't impossible by any measure, but he is not a hard-hitting character.
He has an AoE though, right?
If he does, yeah.
Again, but he's not a hard-hitting character.
Okay,
if the data disc is back to Amplify Agony with Volatile Accelerator and stuff, then it's a lot easier.
Yeah, well, we also always have the option what we do with the stab kills. We did the gas
absolutely.
against the Death Sisters and just throw them in there doing basics and shit.
Yeah,
exact same threat.
Hopefully there's going to be a node that we can abuse. I'll find it if it's there. I'll find it if it's there.
Just don't steal that strat from anybody.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. God.
Didn't they already post the
what, the bosses and the nodes?
Yeah. They were already data mined, I want to say. I just can't remember from where.
Yeah, usually the data mines for those they don't give enough context. You need to actually, in my opinion.
No, they don't give enough, but they give you at least an idea of what the boss is going to be. Because if it's a nicer node, the odds are if it's a boss node, it's still going to be with zombie.
And that would be so nice, but I'm almost positive that all the bosses will be new.
I mean, yeah.
We'll have to see. But like I said, there will be options. Like I said, there's the option, if there's the volatile accelerators and amplify agonies and all that sort of stuff, you can knock them all down to 1 with the amplifies and then pass the turn over to him and do that. There's
you can do the trusty Throne Lead Vader. Yeah, Throne Lead Vader is so good for that.
I used to use Darth Vader lead because the Darth Vader lead would also remove turn meter from the enemies, so you make sure that they couldn't actually take turns.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different variations, a lot of different ways to do it, and there will be an easy way to get these kills done.
Yeah.
By watching Scribe's videos.
By watching my videos, baby. I'll help you out if I can. But there's loads of great content creators that do it, you know. Syriac Sarah does stuff. There's that Troy Polissis guy.
I got you. Know it now. Sorry. Other Sector 1 mini boss is Seer. Sorry, I'm talking right into my mic.
Yes, you are.
I'm on the other screen. So
Sector 1.
It's it's Seer mini boss, and then it's Vader as the Vader Empire as the boss for the sector.
Okay.
Sector 2 is Bosk Bounty Hunters as the sector boss, and Kelleran Beck Jedi for the mini boss.
Okay. Nothing here is screaming multiple kills. I mean, bounty hunters, you'll get more.
Sector 3 is Dark Trooper Moff Gideon with an Imperial Remnant team.
So there are revives there.
Yeah.
And then Bo-Katan Mandalore as the mini boss.
Meh.
Not
Sector 4 is Gungans as the sector boss.
Yeah, killing the shield generator is not going to count.
Yeah, Grievous Sep droids with Stap.
Is what in that team?
No, it's GG B1 Stap B2 Droideka.
Okay, fine.
That's the mini boss. Sector 5 Saw Gerrera with Luthan, Cassian, Maze, and Kyle is the sector boss.
Okay.
Surprising.
And the mini boss is Bane with Sidious, Malik, Darth Maul, and Savage.
Bane lead. We had a Bane lead.
What's the bet they've applied his rule of 2 on me?
Oh my god.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
It
it shouldn't be, because the modifiers are over prepared 2 and Grim Machinations.
Oh god, yeah, that's going to be horrendous.
Without an instant defeat, though, Bane's going to be damn near impossible to kill.
With Grim Machinations? God almighty. Could you imagine?
Yeah. He's going to one-tap you if you don't instantly defeat him.
Yeah, as soon as one Sith unit dies, he gains 50% max health, 50% offense, gains 50% turn meter. It's like, yeah, is that what you want for Bane? Nope.
Yeah, they have a new modifier for the Saw team called I Fear Nothing, which is at the start of the battle, all Rebel Fighter allies gain 50% max health and protection.
Lovely.
60% offense, 25 speed, and all enemies are inflicted with buff immunity and heal immunity for 2 turns, which cannot be evaded or resisted. The
or
first
dispelled?
time it doesn't say dispelled.
Okay, so hopefully we can just dispel it.
The first time an enemy falls below 50% health, they are exposed for 2 turns and lose 100% turn meter, which can't be evaded or resisted. The first time an ally would be defeated, they recover 30% health and protection, gain 2 stacks of heal over time, and retribution for 2 turns, and the ally in the leader slot gains a bonus turn. Yeah, it is obnoxious. That's going to be so annoying. That's the modifier on the Saw team, by the way.
Yeah. So nothing there was screaming out to me. Abusable.
Cheesable. Yeah.
But bonus nodes, maybe? Datacom bonus nodes?
There's nothing on that one yet.
We don't have the info on that. So there's still hope that a bonus node might have like a Mon Mothma node, or it might have, I don't know, even Geonosians to a certain extent, or you know, any Night Sisters, anything that's abusable would be nice.
Yeah. So that's the only thing is I don't know if we're gonna have anything where we can grind kills out like we could before. But I mean, again, if you skip one global feat, like that's not a bad one to do. It's something you could do over the course of time, but
exactly. I think it's going to be frustrating. I'll have to come up with a cheese for DTMG, just because people want it. So.
It'll depend on the discs, really. We'll see what they end up. What they are.
Yeah.
They do interesting ones. I just really hope they don't take away like what we use for doing damage, because it's like I love.
There's always something. There's always something.
Back because that was so nice to be able just like I just take a team of support damage and just blow up the board.
Yeah,
right.
Adrad, Sortie, Dash, all good fun. Visas Ma with her AoE heal that just like
kills everybody.
300,000 damage. Just like it's like if she happens to heal over 100%, she will revive a character. Yeah, let's just heal for like 1.5 million.
Flash, let's just deal 1 million damage per character.
yeah, it's fine.
Okay, they won't.
Let's keep looking at these sector feats because we've only done global so far. So, sector 1, 35 enemies with light side Mandos, cheesable with JML. Light side allies, pretty straightforward.
Or if you have light side Mandos, you can get it done.
Yeah, or even Phoenix with Sabine. You know, you can still get some pretty good kills done that way, and that way you can also get Captain Rex. So they're, doubling up global feats. I mean, you probably won't get a whole lot with specifically Sabine, but unless there is Amplify Agony in this set, because Sabine, she rocks with Amplify Agony. Yeah. That AoE is just like, goodbye. Evasion up 50 times is an easy enough buff. You just, my pro tip for this one, throw the Omicron on Padawan Obi-Wan. Obviously jokes. I mean,
CLS.
Oh man,
CLS is great for it. Yeah.
Rebel Ben does it on his basic, and so does
no, not evasion down.
Evasion up.
Oh, evasion. Evasion. Who gives evasion up?
I want to say
on his shrug.
Yeah, so there you go. Han GMY. Just throw GMY in a Rebels team and just have him shrug, and then have GMY just spread it. And there you go. You got 10 in one go. So
yeah.
But I'm sure there are other solutions. Yeah.
Passes it around.
And then win 10 battles with full squad.
Wasn't it it's someone weird. It's someone weird like Eth Koth or I'm a Gundai does an AoE evasion up on a Jedi team. Or that might be potency up. I can't recall. One of them does it, I think. And you can spread it then with GMY. I'm trying to recall.
I don't. Eth Koth is force push, which does not do anything like that. And
no.
I think I'm a Gundai as defense up.
Okay.
For his.
Luminar does evasion up 50% on basic. Damn it.
Bad Batch Echo does it on a basic to the weakest clone ally.
There's a few around. Oh, Commander Tano does it.
When she Xiens. So yeah, there you go. Xien to GMY, and GMY can spread it. So JMK, JMK with GMY and Cat, and you've got some AoE.
There we go.
And then you can reset the cooldowns then on GMY and spread it again. So you could easily get 15, 20 plus per battle there. So easily done.
Oh yeah.
Defeat 35 enemies with Ewoks. JML it. Like honestly, just JML it.
Or just have the Lightspeed bundle and have
I have that, and I'm still gonna JML it. Like I'm not taking in a team of Ewoks unless we actually Ewoks with. If it is Zealous Ambition if it is Amplify Agony, it's pretty easy with Ewoks. With Nisa attacking out of turn, she applies dot every single time, doesn't she? And she hits like 17 times around, so she'll actually kill someone eventually.
Yes, eventually.
Yeah. I love that these battles are now win 10 battles, not 14. That's so useful.
Yeah.
So resistance units, I mean, I don't think there's any good resistance teams in the game, so I guess we're just screwed.
Can't think of
I mean, the only thing that sucks is the split, right? Like that's the part that sucks is the split.
Well, it's Sector 1 though. Sector 1, you could go in with Rey with trash tier resistance and then just do a Finzori.
Yeah,
it's 10 battles.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's fine.
That ain't nothing.
The only thing you have to do is remember that Ben is not resistance.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'll probably try and split it 3 ways actually. Because you could probably do JTR droids with, like BB-8, R2-D2, C-3PO, and one crappy resistance character. And then you could do a Finzori team, and then you could try and do leftovers with Rey. And so that way...
That sounds complicated. It's 10 battles. I'm just going to do like some resistance things in Datacron.
I'm just thinking for my setup... When I'm actually going live and I have to try and get everything done immediately for video purposes, I'd be like, these are 3 teams I'm going to use, and I can do it as I'm going through the sector, 3 battles each, maybe 4 with the Rey team, and I'll be done as I'm going through the sector.
There
we go. Good. Defeat an enemy with Scout Trooper. Sure. I mean, it's okay. Scout Trooper hits pretty hard. So
it is good damage, yeah.
She, yeah.
Yeah.
I always make that. Like, does it even matter in this game? Who knows?
It's a trooper in a fucking helmet. Like, why does it matter?
Exactly. And yeah. And then boss battle, Grand Admiral Thrawn surviving. That's going to be a piece of cake. And then the other ones are just generic.
Without winning Empire. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it as much. But there's way less of the don't win with the Jedi Sith Ufu. I think I see it twice.
Yeah.
On the entire map instead of like every single sector.
Yeah, which is nice.
But every single one of those, but like true to their normal form, every single one of those, you cannot do them at the same time.
You have to double tap every mini boss and every boss node. Well, only if you want to get all the data discs from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, keycards. Okay, so Sector 2, defeat 35 enemies with Rebel fighters. You can still cheese with JML. But,
Calcatarn is a Rebel fighter.
Leia Organa with Saw and Rex too.
Drogon's a Rebel fighter.
If you have ZA on it, like you just take one of those.
I mean, Captain Rex with Zealous Ambition is great. Same
with Saw. Saw has a fantastic multiplier on that rocket. He'll one shot the board.
See, my Saw's still gear 12. I probably need to gear him up.
To get Luthan,
You're gonna need to with Luthan,
Yeah. We'll need to. Potency down. I know GMY does it on a basic, but
GM does it on a basic. There's a couple others too. I'm trying to remember who they are though.
Let's have a look.
Potency down. Yeah, there's a bunch. Realistically, just none of these look all that bad. Defeat 35 with Imperial Troopers. Yeah, cool, no problem.
DTMG.
10 battles, full squad of Night Sisters. I mean, even Scribe can do that now, right?
I can. Hey, guess what? Because of the Zeta drops recently, where I got like 6 whole Zetas in my account, I applied Talzin's second Zeta. I was like, I'm feeling Zeta rich. I still don't have either on Asajj. But...
you don't need the lead. You need the Rampage one, though. Like you
need the ramping stats.
That's an essential one.
Okay, 100%. I'll have to throw that on there. Still don't have any Omis, but you know.
I mean, Omicrons are relative to a degree because even without the Omicrons active, Marin's unique still tries to inflict plague when anybody dies, so you can. It just won't be as fast like you would be with Omicron, but it's still doable. But I mean. I wouldn't be taking your Night Sisters and TW against anything anyways, just because the other characters don't have the...
I don't have the relics. Or the mods on them, to be honest, so... They're at least relic now, so... What else have we got then? Imp Trooper kills is easy.
No problem.
We have
the main run.
Like we said...
I don't know how we're going to have a win with a full squad of Galactic Republic surviving. That's a really tricky faction to get to win anything.
No. Thank God we just got Q. I don't think it would have been possible without her.
If it wasn't...
all of them surviving? I don't know, man.
I know, right? You know, apart from the JMK team and the Gas team and the Queen Amidala team, I think it's going to be really hard on the Bad Batch team. It's going to be really hard for us to actually get a win and not lose a unit there. And the Keller and Beck team. I don't know how we're going to manage it, guys. It's going to be a tricky one, that.
Yeah, GK is so squishy, I agree.
He's the squishiest. And then we've just got trashy boss feats ready. Saw Gerrera surviving. I did that with a Gear 1 Saw Gerrera before, so I think I can manage it now that he's Gear 12. But again, I should probably relic him.
Yes.
Yeah.
At some point. Especially with and you need
I've got 3 months to do it, right? That's the thing. I've got 3 months to relic him.
Yeah, but if you wait for 3 months, then you're gonna need to relic all the raid characters before Saw, and then your Luthan team's gonna suck.
Yeah, but you did say that you'd give me your credit card, Garth. I mean, come on. I
remember hearing you say that. I can't.
But only the guys that you prevent me or anybody from spending money on it. That's the only reason.
I don't remember that part.
I totally misread that situation.
No. I was not witness to that part.
How do you think I'm going to Barcelona, Garth? Jeez, have you not checked your bills recently? Don't
worry. When you get back, you'll be arrested.
Credit card fraud. Yeah. Anyway. So Sector 3 then. I like this. Defeat 35 enemies with any Han. Any Han Solo at all. 35 enemies. It's not too bad.
No, because you can do a full team of Hans too if we get the right data discs. And
all hands on deck.
Exactly. Go blow up things.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you can still JML it. Like, just go through, use a different hand. This light side, that's all you need, really. 10 battles with a full squad of Separatists is really generous, because, you know, we can basically use 3 different Separatist teams at this point. That'll all work. You can use Geos, Trench, GG, all of them work. They don't need to survive, so...
And Accuracy up, we gain adapter die.
Accuracy up. Does Han Solo pass that one? I can't recall.
I don't. Oh, maybe. I have to go look.
Yeah.
We can look it up, but the
it's
mini
not
boss
particularly difficult.
of GR Jedi again, I think we'll be all right. We'll just drop drop Cat from a JMK squad.
Drop Cat, put in Cam.
Oh, there you go. Scarif Rebel Pathfinder does it on a basic accuracy up to a random ally.
Get that Momo team firing off, guys.
There you go. You'll get it in one battle.
No, wait. No. What we need to do is we need to put the Ami on Padawan Obi.
Oh, yes.
Shit,
yeah.
Guys, damn it.
Guys, these are not possible without it, okay?
Yeah. Like, the strats are Padawan, Obi-Wan's, Omicron, and GMY in the team. That's it. You get all those buff feats done straight away.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Spend Omicron mats are useless, right? They're not.
They're basically a dead currency at this point.
They just don't have any real impact in the game whatsoever.
Yeah. No real value.
And imagine the time you will save.
Yeah.
So
imagine the extra 10 minutes you will have not spent playing Conquest.
Exactly.
It's there.
I mean, well, let's be honest. After the first 3-4 days, we're probably red boxed. So the rest of it is just.
I can't see how you wouldn't be, to be honest with you. Like these don't.
They don't look particularly different.
Like with this first pass, like both of us will end up getting the premium pass, which means I don't have to worry about the Moff Gideon kills or the Gungan kill battles. So it's like that. Everything else is like 15 battles. Like okay, so in 3 days I can get with QA, I can get down the stupid Qui-Gon team and then Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Like JML with Cal, that's a comp I never would have thought of.
I'm pretty certain you could go in Queen Amidala with Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan, and then when that's getting a bit iffy, you can just throw both of them under JMK Cat, and you could probably get like another 5 battles. So you could be done with that day 2. Like
exactly.
Just like, done.
It's just so nutty that they're just like, they're
very generous with these. Very generous with these. Yeah. The adapt or die one really isn't too bad. I remember cheesing that before on one of the mini boss nodes.
That's funny. Do you see that? Sector 5, we have 10 battles with Master Qui-Gon and Qui-Gon surviving, and then you have 15 battles of Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan surviving.
Yeah, so you just in Sector 5 you just need to you could wait until Sector 5 to finish off the Master Qui-Gon Jinn and Padawan Obi-Wan, and then you could just throw in OG Qui-Gon into the team and knock it all out in one go.
It's always fun. I like how they put those way later.
Yeah.
To double up on them.
Not bad at all.
Sorry,
Vash, those armies are mine, buddy. You can't have my armies. You can have cards, though.
Yeah, you get out of here.
Get out of here, boy. Those are for the raid army characters, all right?
I mean, they're going to need to be. Yeah. All 3 of them.
All 3 of them. Yeah. Then we've got win with Galactic Republic Jedi. Easy peasy. Win the battle with Boss Nass surviving in the boss node. Again, you could just throw him under any not JML necessarily, any GL, realistically speaking, and you'll probably get it done. Or, if we do have boatloads of damage, you can probably just do, I'm going to go in with Dash Lead and Cat, and I'm going to use some consumables, and I'm just going to go, and the entire board's just going to die turn 1. It'll be great.
Yeah.
So, Sector 4, win 10 battles with Stap surviving. I'm sure you could just throw Stap in with a bunch of really powerful dark side teams and win. Shield up.
Stap 40.
Yeah, good point. Shield up is an exclusive Gungan buff right now, so that'll be a little bit painful, but I'm sure there'll be a way of getting that done nice and easily. I'll need to look into the mechanics of how shield up gets triggered to see how we can best cheese it. And accuracy down, is that Old Ben's basic, or is that evasion down?
The Old Ben's evasion down.
Accuracy down then. Trying to remember. Who's got accuracy down? I can't seem to find the SWGoH for that one. How strange. It's on the wiki, and it's showing Dr. Aphra, 8th brother, 7th sister, Cad Bane. Accuracy down. Yeah, Cad Bane does it on a basic, so you could do it with like a Jabba the Hutt team, realistically speaking.
Yeah, if you made him the weakest, or you get called into assist, you could
and it's quite easy to get him to be the weakest. Let's be honest. So, yeah, probably Jabba the Hutt, but I'll have to come up with a different solution to that. I'm sure there are better solutions. Inquisitors and Cad Bane. How about you, Wolfie? Anybody else that you know that does accuracy down, bud? Oh, we can't hear you, Wolfie. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
I got you.
Accuracy. I'm trying to remember like who actually does that on the team. I have to like look it up. To be honest, nothing's really ringing a bell. That's not really like something that comes up very often, or that we really.
No, accuracy down really isn't.
Yeah, it's not one of those debuffs that like really is like, oh man, you got accuracy down over there. Ah, geez, JMK was gonna miss anyway.
Let's not overlook. And I don't know if anybody's mentioned this already today, but Padawan Obi-Wan's Omi, all right? It applies that.
Oh, apparently Afra.
Afra does it. Okay. Afra, how does she apply it?
It's her AoE, isn't it?
Middle. It's only into one target enemy, though. So her middle ability.
Inflict accuracy down for 2 turns, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so it's something.
What about...
There's only 4 characters that do it.
What we need to find an enemy team that does it to us, and then get GK to reverse it and apply it to the enemy team with his reverse stance. Doesn't he like get the opposite of every debuff he's got, and then passes that back to the enemy? Is that right? Or am I going crazy?
He turns them into buffs.
He turns them into buffs. Okay. Maybe we'll do that with. Right? Is there an accuracy up feat? We'll do that with GK. Go up against Cad Bane.
It probably is.
Oh, dear me.
Their one is atrocious to trigger too.
Yeah. Oh, very, very. So yeah, accuracy down. It might be a little bit annoying, but 10 battles with a full squad of rebel units is incredibly easy because you've got so many.
Pick one of the 15 teams.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got your CLS teams rolling.
Yeah, Inquisitors will be the easy one. For the accuracy down, Inquisitors.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The Phantom Grenade is an AoE accuracy down.
Is that 8th Brothers Grenade?
Yeah, 8th Brother Grenade.
Yeah, nice. Kimmy, we're doing no GACs tonight, Kimmy, sorry.
I'm doing my GAC later, but yeah, Scribe goes tomorrow.
Yeah, buddy. So you can watch Mr. Wolfie do his GAC. Yeah, okay. So Rebels easy, Bo Mando surviving, that's going to be a hard one. Leia Organa surviving. No. How are we gonna do that? So Sector 5 evasion down.
I mean, dude, she's a tank. I mean, everyone's gonna go for her. She's just gonna die immediately, right?
I know, right? And I'm pretty certain her stat pool is pretty rubbish as well. She doesn't have good stats.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So evasion down 50. Easy. Yeah, that's Ben, right? All Ben.
Ben and Chupio.
Oh god, yeah. Chupio. Chupio will get it done really quick.
So does Bodhi Rook, okay?
And Padawan Obi-Wan's Omi.
My god, Padawan Obi-Wan's Omi?
Why did we start with that? That's the most important thing to know and remember.
Padawan Omi-Wan is more like it.
Oh, Padawan Omi-Wan! Yeah, baby. I love it. Oh, how did we miss that? Please. I'm going to get that tattooed. I'm going to get a tramp stamp of Padawan Omi-Wan.
Oh, jeez, it's so bad.
Maybe that's going to be like a meme in all of my Conquest videos. I'll be like, just take in Padawan Obi-Wan with his Omicron. Padawan Obi-Wan.
Your comment section just go absolutely berserk. God.
There'll be so many people that think I'm being serious. And then there'll be that one guy that'll be like, actually, I think you'll find for a certain subset of players that Omicron has been really useful. I applied it because I'm 2.3 million GP, but I wailed on Padawan Obi-Wan, and I wouldn't be able to get the 4th box if I didn't do it. There'll be that asshole in my chat. And I'll be like, Jude, chill, you're doing normal Conquest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Daddy, chill. 35 enemies with Phoenix characters. I mean, 2 of them are Jedi.
I don't know if it's possible. C-Rex.
It'll be easy, yeah. 10 battles with Master Qui-Gon and Qui-Gon surviving. So if Qui-Gon's in the team, we'll let Qui-Gons be Qui-Gons, and we'll pair it up with the global feat, and you'll have a good time. 35 enemies with bounty hunters. I mean, does anybody even have Jabba the Hutt these days? Just don't kill it with Jabba. And the good thing about that is you can just, like, basic with Jabba the whole time and don't take in Skiff-Guard Lando.
Yeah.
Because he will ruin your day.
He's not a bounty hunter.
He is not a Hounty Bunter.
He is a skiff guard.
He does guard skiffs, yeah.
He is a bounty guarder.
Yeah. With a skiff bike, I guess. Then we need to win with General Veers in the squad for the mini boss. I'm sure that's fine, and somehow win with Darth Bane surviving for the boss node. Easy feats, I think, guys. Easy feats for the most part.
Yeah. Nothing's looking all that crazy. I mean, I don't know how we can get Bane to survive, but we'll find a way.
We'll find a way. We'll find a way. You know.
We will invent the rule of 5.
Yep. The new rule of 5. That's the next Conquest Omicron. Rule of 5. Bane with any 4 other Sith gets all of the rule of 2 Omis abilities, and I don't know, gains 100% max health for good measure. Yep. And whenever an ally dies, they revive, which can't be prevented.
Done. Amazing. They also give him his stats when they revive.
Well, obviously, yeah. He ramps 100%.
Yeah.
100% max health every time an ally dies and then revives.
Or you can have him, so don't have it be a revive, have Bane resummon them. So we can like resummon them with his stats.
Oh, yeah. So they all ramp as well. And the game, if you're not running on the PC client, probably shits the bed because it just can't deal with all those calculations.
Yeah, it takes a full 30 seconds.
We should speak to CG about making this a thing.
I agree.
So hear me out. Rule of 5. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, I think they'll go for it.
Yeah. So we've got like 20 hours or something until this goes live. So we've already just theory crafted the hell out of it. So I think I don't need to do videos for it anymore. Is that right?
Done. Easy. Yep. Just post the Scribe talks. Be like, this is all the Conquest info that you need to know.
Yeah.
Just look for like this timestamp.
Yeah. Just skip the start where all we were talking about is whiskey. Actually,
don't.
You should educate yourself on whiskey.
Make like a short for Conquest that launches just before it goes live. Everything you know about red boxing for the Luthan Conquest. Apply the Padawan Omicron.
Yeah. Have you heard of Padawan Omicron? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Make it short. Send it. Watch that.
The thing is that's almost limitless content, or at least it's at least 5 videos worth of content because I could do one for each sector. I'd be like, how to cheese the Sector 1 buff feats. Use Padawan Omicron with GMY. How to cheese Sector 2. Use Padawan Omicron.
Like a real cheesy smile with a big old thumbs up.
There you go.
Yep. Totally do that. I'm sure everybody would really like it. There'll be one pissed off guy that's like, I was looking for real useful tips. I can't believe you're recommending people throwing Omicron on Padawan Omicron. We're gonna so make that a thing.
What's a useful tip for people like that? To uninstall.
Yep. YouTube in general. Yeah, just uninstall YouTube.
Uninstall the game.
Chuck Sachs, don't see if that's not
what were you on, crack?
An argument of sobering up, then I don't know what is. Like, I was so drunk this one time, I thought the Padawan Omicron was good. Like, Jesus, get help, dude. Find rehab. Find Jesus.
Not even once.
Yeah. Too much duck last night. Indeed. What's next on the content card for us this evening, gents?
It's gonna be some Tribe Talks questions.
Holy shit!
It's attack phase already.
It's attack phase already? Well
it's time for some Tribe Talks questions.
Time for some Tribe Talks questions. Hold up. Damn it. Demonetized. Alright. God, there's a lot in here right now. That feels like way too much Tribe Talks questions. Is it because we haven't purged it in a while? It must be.
Well, there's that, but also because we skipped last week.
Yeah, okay, so I guess we ignore everything that's not from at some point.
26th? Because last Sunday was the 26th.
Oh god, that's a lot of questions.
We'll have to be more concise.
And yes.
Maybe. Yeah, you just need to go.
Like 5-part questions here.
Yeah. Okay, so
5-word answers. Ready?
Ready, break. How about we start off with Zoidbergs from the 22nd, or did we do that as well? Have we already done that one? Thoughts on achievement-based data crunch.
Yeah.
We've done that one. Okay. So we'll start off with Letha then. Letha questions. Recently got GL Lair. Should my first R9 be JML or Lair? Who wants to take it away?
JML.
Agreed. Moving on.
Ready, go. Leia's good, but JML has so much of his kit is dependent upon that protection pool, so.
Yep. Yeah. He just benefits more. Yep. Yeah. She's great though. Like, definitely R9 worthy. Just JML. I still feel like if you just took away all of the requirements in the game that are Relic 9, JML still comes ahead as, like, he's the one guy, if you've got nobody else at Relic 9, he's the one guy that you should have at Relic 9. Yeah. So Hod asks, Dear Scribe, Tribe, and Company, I'm back! Welcome back, Hod. We always talk about wanting new TW changes. Could you talk in detail about the changes that we want? Well, we've kind of gone over this a couple of times. Yeah, we've done this a couple of times over Tribe Talks. Yeah. So we're going to skip that. Ultimately, it needs a complete overhaul, to be honest, to make it interesting. Do we have pet peeves in the community? We've definitely done that.
I swear we answered this one.
We definitely did. Yeah.
We definitely did. I remember Evo talking shit about it in general chat.
Yeah, I remember getting incredibly triggered.
We had a Tribe Talks on the 26th. We didn't have one last week.
Okay, so that's fine then.
2nd of June. My bad. Yeah, so we're good.
Okay, so there was the Immortal GG one, so we can move past that. Yeah, that was dumb.
Okay, yeah.
So why is the next capital ship going to be Old Republic, and why is the pilot going to be Admiral Karth or Sol Karath? It's not, Boldman. It's not going to be Old Republic at all.
I mean, I would be okay with that, but it's not happening.
We need a lot more groundwork.
We need
more than the one we have.
We need 4 more OR ships at a minimum, and not happening. Not happening.
No, Captain.
All right.
I'm not against it in principle, though. It's a cool idea. Maybe one day they can do it, but for now, absolutely not. Yeah.
Sharon.
Okay. Sorry.
The next person.
Oh, right. Sharon. Yes. How do you split Mark III Get, Kyrotech, and or Omicrons? That's a decent question. I can say what I do. It just all goes on Kyrotech.
It just depends on what you need. Well, I think once you get up to a few, once you break like 700 to 1,000 Kyrotech, you can start spending it on Omicrons. But every new marquee is gonna chew up somewhere between 300 to 500, depending on where they put the power on it. And so it's like you gotta always have that influx. So it's like once you break about 1,000 of each, you can start doing Omicron materials instead. But otherwise,
which is about where I have 1,000 of each right now. I'm still using it for Kyrotech, because I know you blink and it's gonna disappear.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you also still have things to bring up to Gear 13, so that
loads.
It's always going to be a pinch until that day ends, and then it's just new characters.
Yeah, and plus it really feels like the Omicron is really overpriced.
It really hurts. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, you get 2 or 3 Omicrons a TB if you are doing marginally well in the game mode.
Not great. You don't buy Omnis, do you, Wolf? With
no, it's Kairos, and then every once in a while, when I'm tempted, I'll get some of the mod re-rolling slicing mats and shit. But,
yeah.
It's Kairos otherwise.
Yeah. No, Chirotech is definitely. It's just you're always gonna need it, right?
Yeah.
Is the main thing. So for me, it's kind of invaluable.
Kairos are forever.
Kairos are forever. Yeah, but I don't mind the micro attenuators. I have been purchasing them a little bit recently because they're pretty cheap. I think they're like 150 for 5.
125 or 5.
Yeah, there you go. So 3 of them, and you've got yourself a recalibration for something that hasn't been recalibrated already. So they're quite valuable, to be honest. But everything else feels a little bit not worth the value, So, okay, so Roboween says, how do you feel about the Shard Shop currency gate? People who bought the Hyperdrive bundle didn't get any extra currency. This is the big drop with the free-to-play changes. And now I'm still not clear what was the trigger for that, because
you didn't have the hyperdrive.
But I've heard people had bought it and did get it, but I didn't. I heard
there was a few outliers, but mostly it was if you didn't have the hyperdrive. Like I said, I think there was a few outliers, but everyone that I talked to was like, "Yep."
Yeah. No hyperdrive. My personal take on it is I would have loved to have 20k Shard Shop currency. Shard Shop currency is incredibly valuable as far as I'm concerned. So it sucks that I'm not getting it, but I'm not going to cry about it. I'm like, okay, fine. I missed out on 20k Shard Shop currency. All right.
World's still turning. I'm still breathing. Worst things have happened. I'll be all right.
Oh no!
Is it annoying? Yes. Would I have liked to have some?
I'll be down
yes.
1 datacron.
I will find a way to persevere and make it through these trials and tribulations of
I'll just cry myself to sleep a couple of nights a week, and then I'll feel fine about it.
That's how I handle all my problems.
Yeah. Okay. So the old SWGoH forum is still active, which should have been closed already. But looking at the forum, what's my favorite topic on the forum? I never visit the forums. So I don't really care if it's open or closed, truth be told. I don't know if you guys use the forums. Well, okay. Tell a lie. I use it for news and announcements. Kit reveals and road ahead.
Oh, yeah.
That's literally all I use the forums for. I never post there. So
I'll check the posts as they come to my Discord, and it shows up over there. Click it, awesome, great. Hey, look, it brought me to the forum. I can see the post.
Yeah, but that's the only reason anybody goes to the forum is when the Discord announcement tells us there's news.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, there would be no need to go.
And usually there's Meathead hanging out in the SWGoH events Discord, telling people he's about to post something. So people are already like, Kit reveal, and then they all get disappointed because he didn't do any Meathead art. Again, what has happened to artiste Meathead?
That is the most important part of every kit reveal is the Meathead art.
Yep. He's failed us again. I think it's the last 2 or 3
or
4.
Hopefully it's for the last time.
Yeah.
I think we stopped getting them on the Gungans once the Gungans finished up with getting them.
Yeah. But hey ho. And the final question from Rover is how we liking the PC client? Freaking love it. I love it.
It's good. There are things that can definitely be better, but it's quite good.
Mm-hmm.
A few things here and there would definitely change, but some of the layout issues, some stuff like that. Yeah. But other than that, overall not terrible. I'm liking the speed and liking all that stuff.
Oh god, it's so smooth. It doesn't crash.
Yeah, the key bindings are nice for doing raids and everything. So yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to do all my raid attacks.
Damn it!
I just do them on my alt.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, it's pretty solid, right? Yeah. It's pretty solid, especially for a beta. For a beta, very solid. Truth be told, I was expecting far more bugginess and screwiness going on. Yeah. So Hodhud says, you can't be a podcast if you haven't answered this question before. How many middle schoolers do you think you could take on in a middle school playground setting with what you usually have available to you? How many middle schoolers can I take?
That's leaving it wide open.
Wait, hold on.
What do I usually have available to me? I mean, there's carports and construction over here. I mean,
brings out a digger.
Well,
I mean,
am I allowed to use heavy equipment or am I allowed to use my concealed carry? Because either way, I'm gonna even the numbers here pretty fast.
Oh no. Oh no.
It is America after all.
All I've got to bring with me is crippling anxiety. I don't think that's going to help.
I mean, you could take out an entire generation with that if you are given enough time to influence them.
I'll be like, make the most of it while you can, kids. It's all downhill from here.
These are your golden years. Don't be lied to.
Owning a house? Never gonna happen, kids.
Pretty much.
I don't know.
Direct sunlight off your head and use solar beam to defeat the children en masse.
God damn it, who said that?
Task, the other bald one.
God damn it, Tasnix. You know...
Oh god.
What if they're all fire type and they're immune or they take reduced damage, 50% less damage from my solar beam attack? I mean,
okay, if these are fire type children, we have other things to worry about.
Oh my god. Oh dear me.
So you gotta use it twice. That's all.
We gotta use it twice. I'll have to recharge. And I live in Wales. Don't forget, sunshine is a rare thing here, even in the summer.
We'll make sure you cast Sunny Day beforehand, okay?
I'll just do it. Can I be in a middle school in Barcelona? I'm not going to make myself very popular with the Spanish people, am I? I'm just standing in the middle of a middle school. Like, I'm just trying to see how many middle schoolers I can take out. Hold on. It's for a podcast, damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, second part is, what's everybody's favorite bot? Hotbot is not allowed as an answer for this question. So, if it's number one, go for your number two. Hotbot is my number one.
Yes. Hotbot wins. Sorry.
C3PO. The C3PO bot.
The C3PO bot?
Yeah. It has like almost all the same features.
Omegabot's pretty cool.
I use the Megabot quite a bit. Yeah. And let's have an honorable mention for PrimeBot for all of us really anxious people that really want to know when our opponents are attacking.
Okay, I haven't used that since before Datacrons. I mean, that's the last time I gave a crap about PrimeBot.
It's been over a year.
I used it recently because sometimes I just really want to know if my opponent's attacking. I'm like, can I go and watch?
Or you just wake up at 4 a.m. and log into the game on your phone and check. Come on.
The only time I'm awake at 4 a.m. is on a Friday night stateside stream, okay? And I'm about wrapping up and getting ready for bed.
Let the anxiety take over.
You know, like a normal person. Come on.
Yeah. You guys don't wake up at 3 a.m. to do your TW fights like a good guild member? Come on.
God, no. The last thing I'm thinking about at 3 a.m. is TW. I'm hoping by that point it's already been cleared.
Yeah. I woke up this morning at 7 a.m. and there was one fleet left and one ground battle left. So I went in and didn't even request it. I just I'll deal with the fleet battle. By the time I got done with it, the ground battle's already done. I'm like, there we go, we won. Yeah.
Yeah, good job, guys. Good job, team. Okay, so
yesterday we were doing TW. We were through the top zone, and then we were like halfway through the zone right after that. I'm like, all right, great. I'm gonna make some dinner and do some stuff, and then I come back 2 hours later to a ping going, all right, guys, we got 2 zones left.
What?
What? Fuck happened?
Someone put a full zone of Ewoks on the defense. Clearly, they are trying to see if that is it Kanisa has a TW on me? Yeah,
no,
Kanisa.
I thought she was GC.
No, she's got TW.
No, she's Nisa. Yeah, she is. So she's
there are Ewoks. Why do you guys even care about Omicrons on those guys? I mean, stupid Ewoks.
Chief Chipper's got his.
No. As far as I'm concerned, there are no Omicrons on Ewoks. I don't even think they've got Zetas, except for Paplu.
That's fair. That's fair.
Paplu is the only Ewok Zeta that matters, in my opinion. But yeah, okay, cool. So, with SWGoH characters in mind, who would you rank as the one you hate the most? Think of it how some people hate Rey because of the sequels.
Are we allowed to talk spoilers?
About which show?
The only show that was just released?
But this is with SWGoH characters in mind.
Oh, just SWGoH characters. Sorry.
Yeah. You can hate them when they inevitably come.
We already said that we wouldn't talk about that show. Okay, we already covered that base.
So yeah,
if Yord ever comes in, fuck Yord. Anyway, sorry, move on. Is it Yord or Yord?
He is a bit of a douche.
Fuck his name is. He's a just insufferable, just prick. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. So within SWGoH, it's still Yord. Fuck that guy. Yeah, I'll let you guys go first. I'm not even sure who I hate the most.
I mean, we could give the stock answer of Rose Tico. I mean, I hate Zori specifically I don't hate Zori's character. I hate her in Galaxy of Heroes because she works with Resistance in Galaxy of Heroes and not Scoundrel. She should be a random ass scoundrel.
She works with smugglers.
I know she does, but like she's meant to work with Resistance.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like that's like more her shtick. So I don't like the matchup over there. It's my most hated character in all of
I know who mine is now.
I mean, Savage is a really fucking dumbass name. I've got on rants about that. I've got a couple that I hate.
I mean,
what are you feeling, Scribe?
For one thing, let me just rag on Savage for a moment. His name is Savage. Dumbest. All right.
It's the dumbest name ever.
Come on, like I know they say it's pronounced Savage. I'm like, the fuck it is. That's the word for savage, mate. I'm sorry. Darth Savage. Well, he's not a Darth. He's not a Sith. But you know, Savage. Stupid name. All right.
And his last name. Oppress. Oh my god, he's savagely oppressing. You guys are so clever. It's so deep. It's like meaningful and stuff. Wow.
It's the matriarchy. They've beaten him down.
Have you heard of Amagundai?
I mean, that's clearly
that one was a joke. That one was cheeky. That one was just like, yeah, we're just fucking around over here. That one was like meant to be funny. This one is just like, maybe they won't notice if we pronounce savage Savage. Ooh, maybe they won't.
It's because he's French.
Listen. Until they wrote the wiki about it, nobody knew any better. Okay, nobody knew any better. His first mention was in the Clone Wars, and they pronounced his name. They did not write it down.
Tangentially coming off that, this one only really bothers me because I'm Welsh. But Scion, and I've said this before, Scion, to me, I see it. The way it's spelled, it should have a C if they want to pronounce it Scion, I'm sorry. But Scion with just an I and an O and an N, in the Welsh language, that means Sean. That's the name Sean. And I can't take anybody seriously if their name is Darth fucking Sean. All right? It's Darth Jason. No! I'm so afraid of Darth Sean. What's he going to do? Talk to me about tax?
What's the line from Princess Bride? It's the name which really instills the fear. You know, no one ever ran from the Dread Pirate Wesley. You know, come on, you need the name.
Oh my god.
So in reality though, this is going to be a reflection of my last GAC, but I fucking hate Adrad. Just like, fuck that guy. Fuck that stupid fish. How dare he be Relic 9 and not do fucking anything. Alright, screw that guy. Hate him. So now it's one of your guys too.
I gave like 3.
I hate all of those people. How about you then, Garth?
Oh, I was scrolling through and just looking for different things.
I think somebody needs to play that gif of Jim Carrey as the Grinch going, hate, double hate, loathe.
It's hard for me to say because it's like the hate. It's like, where does the hatred come from of the character? It's like, is it just like canonically that I don't like the character?
Whatever you want it to be, mate.
I had to face the character. It's like OG, like way back in the day before Catacrons and relics were really a thing. Like
fucking Nest.
That's where my head was going. Like, there were some teams where it's like, if you poured your heart and soul into like one character, it's just like, oh, you didn't have Nihilus for this Nest team? Well, that's too bad. Enjoy timing out forever.
Yeah. I'm definitely with you on that.
Characters that are like one-tapping her, but you know.
I recall the early days of not GSE, of playing Arena before level 85, and I would be like, I missed out on the Nest marquee, so I was just using Phoenix, like everybody was using Phoenix. And I would just come across these guys randomly. I was like, yes, I've got Phoenix, but my 5th is Nest. And I'm like, well, I guess I just can't kill this team. It's impossible because I can't do fucking shit to Nest. Yes, fuck Nest. Now it's a lot more manageable, right? But it used to be.
Well, yeah.
Same can be said for Houndstooth as well, to be honest. But, you know, back in the day.
Yeah, Houndstooth back in the day, that was an absolute menace of a character of a ship. Just like, just keep attacking it, and hopefully you eventually kill it. But every fleet is going to use Houndstooth, no matter what faction it is.
Back when wedge reinforcement was actually useful for applying a buff immunity over there.
I remember that day. Reinforced with wedge, hell yeah, baby, get that buff immunity. And I remember doing, was it TIE Fighter Pilot had buff immunity on the special? Is that right? It was somebody that did it.
It's one of the TIEs. I don't think it's TIE Fighter.
Okay. It was one random TIE that could do it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Or it might even be heal immunity or something, or shock. I can't recall. But yeah, I remember.
Like Ebon Hawk was really clutch for back in the early days. Was that buff immunity and dispel on entrance.
And just a typically all-round decent ship, to be honest. The Ebon Hawk. It's a bit underrated.
Yeah. Just give it a capital ship and it's fine, right?
Yeah. I mean, there you go. Exactly. Capital ship. Old Republic is the next capital ship. Yes.
Confirmed. Yes.
But it only has that one ship. It's just got the Ebon Hawk.
It just summons everything else.
Yes. From the Starforge.
Yes.
Summons endless droid ships. Yeah.
Checks out.
I love it. I love this. This is my dream come true.
Perfect already.
Mm-hmm. And finally, do you know the Muffin Man? Yes, we all know the Muffin Man. He lives on Drury Lane.
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
I get a 1% royalty on his sale, and that's how I pay for the Muffin
Man.
That's how Karth really got rich. He gets royalties every time somebody does the Muffin Man skit.
There you go.
I'm not the monster here, you are. Yeah, indeed. So, do we think Jar Jar will be back sooner than expected due to all these lovely ways of giving us shards recently? I did think so, but now I don't. I don't think it's happening.
It's going to come back in August.
Yeah.
Probably, late July, early August. If they were going to do it, it already would have been data mined. We don't have anything we don't have an next update till the June 19th. And that's way past all the FOMO of the packs returning and stuff like that. So it's like I don't see it coming back. It makes no sense to have all the packs run the week before and then launch the event when everything falls off and then be like, well, you didn't whale. It's like, well, that's the whole point of running the event, and then the pack showing up is that you whale when the event's live, because you're going to FOMO your way to victory.
Exactly. So unless they do something out of hand, which they never do, and announce that Jar Jar is coming back on the 20th, like with 2 days left of these parks, it's not going to happen. I don't think it'll happen. Okay, so
we would have known by now.
Yeah. Alexaron86 asks, do you think Luthan could work with the Radis, or maybe even make CLS relevant again?
When is CLS not relevant? Who are you not? Who do you not have in your squad?
Hear me out. CLS, maybe we can drop C-3PO and send him over to Queen Amidala. And then we can make Luthan kind of pump CLS up a bit. I don't know. I'm not saying
I think the CLS team mostly works as they are, and they're kind of a pretty set freaking unit, and they do some really good work. I mean, they're a little bit out of sorts, but give them a good datacron, and they're suddenly relevant again. Give them a good datacron, and they're killing job. They can do some very good stuff over there. So Luthan, if you don't have the full team, could he slot in over there? Sure. Will he be the best with that squad? I don't know if he'd be the most ideal. I'd have to take another look.
It's not great because so much of his kit is based on the Rebel Fighter tag, which none of CLS has.
Yeah, so there's no Rebel Fighters over there.
You can utilize parts of his kit, but all of his buffs are going to Rebel Fighters. Nothing is really going to him. The only other advantage would be is that you would be able to have a summons with a CLS team.
Yeah.
And then to the other point, Luthan is not Rogue One, so he wouldn't work with Radis either.
Yeah.
Ad is not going to be
they were pretty much leaning heavily into. Well, that's the thing though, is that this is the difference with that one though. Wolf is he doesn't care who the leader is. The leader just needs to be Rebel. It doesn't have to be Rebel Fighter. With the Rogue One team, everyone besides Adrad is Rebel Fighter. So Adrad's not getting any bonuses, but the rest of your squad still will. So
there's have some full Rebel fighter or some full Rogue One things.
He has full Rogue One tags though. Yeah, that would be the other.
That's more what I mean. He's gonna be screwing over your Rogue One stuff.
Yeah, no,
he's not Rogue One.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
To be fair, I still use Adrad with Leia. I'm quite happy to have Adrad Jin and Leia. So.
Well, it's nice to have that cheese. That's a fun little cheese to have in place. It's only works offensively though.
Okay, he doesn't require full Rogue One. He doesn't require full Rogue One, but he has more benefits for each Rogue One.
Oh yeah, for each Rogue One ally. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, again, all the Rogue One allies are Rebel fighter. There could be a potential chance for Luthan to potentially buddy up with Adrad, but I mean, if you've got Saw and the Rebel fighter team on lock, then I don't know why you would go to Adrad.
Potentially.
Yeah.
This thing, most people don't have Saw. I mean,
yeah, no, I'm with you.
Scribe is fairly in game, and he has a Gear 12 Saw.
Well, that's a personal choice.
It is a personal choice, and it's going to stay that way until I get Luthan probably. But the problem is like. If I gear Saw, I'm like, who the fuck do I take with him? Because I don't have Chirrut, I don't have Baze, I don't have.
You don't. The thing is though, is that you're not.
I don't have
Pow. You don't need them though. With the Saw Rebel fighter team, you don't really need those. You can take Kara and Kyle.
Okay, I have those.
And then Luthan, and then you just need one more. Take Cassian. Job's done.
SRP.
I don't think Scribe has that even at Relics yet.
No, Gear 11 though. He's most of the way there. Yeah, it's but I mean, right now Relics is just such a strap.
Watch out,
right?
SRP is a lot of carbon.
You could actually, especially if Phoenix doesn't
what
have
do
a
I
great
do with
plays,
these 1,100 carbantes? Oh. Yeah.
If Phoenix doesn't take a place in the GAC meta again anytime soon, though, you could easily put Captain Rex as your fourth. So you could run Saw, Kyle, Kara, Captain Rex, and Luthan, and you'd have a really obnoxious and suppressive team.
Cool.
Because you've got TMA. You have 2 TMR removals with Saw and Kara. Mm-hmm. Captain Rex is an AoE tenacity down plus days. Kyle's your cleanse. You get another cleanse from Luthan. You can have a really obnoxious team there. But it just means you're going to get Phoenix, which I mean, right now is probably going to be okay still until we get the Luthan Kron, and then we can underman a little bit.
Yeah. So there we go. We'll see how that works out. I'm excited. I'd probably do it. I mean, I've got to do it eventually. It's just weird to fit it in with all new raid stuff coming out and all that sort of business, because that's going to eat up so much relic signal data and stuff like that. We'll have to see how it goes. So, how efficient is it to use crystals to refresh the Galactic Legends events for Omicrons? Pretty good. Pretty good, I would say. I'm not saying you should blow...
You need to refresh them, what? It would be all of them.
But depends how many GLs you've got, right? So.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, there are ones I don't even replay because they're obnoxious in the first place. I just play them once.
Yeah.
But you only need to do 48, which means you basically need to do every character refreshed once, and that is what is 250 per refresh. So you need 2,000.
I thought it was 200, wasn't it?
It's 250, I think. Maybe it says 200. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But let's say it's 250.
Okay. That
means you're going to need 2,000 crystals to refresh the event, but it picks you up 2 more Omicrons. Omicrons themselves, it just depends on what you're willing to spend, because in the Omicron packs it's 10 Omicrons for $30. So basically that would equate to what, roughly 10,000 crystals to get that through the event at the end of the
crazy
Conquest.
It's
my wife. She's shopping and wants my input on what kind of meat I want.
And you're like, I don't care, just get what you want.
Steaks, roasts, and
get the meatloaf, Ma. Just the meatloaf.
I don't mind ground beef, but it's not my favorite thing to have on its own.
So for context, then, about $15 worth of crystals equates to refreshing every GL in that event once.
Yeah, to refreshing it once. And so you would be better, and that only nets you, the refreshes only net you 4 extra Omicrons, sorry.
As in the Omicron mats, not full Omis, guys.
Yeah, but that's all you can get out of it, right? Because you can't, it's a weekly refresh, you can't do any more than that. There's only 4 weeks between the events, so it will take you basically $30 to get the equivalent of 8 Omicrons. So it's a little more expensive than just buying the $30 pack to get 10, which also comes with some relic material and a few Zeta mats. But if you are good about managing your crystals, you don't want to spend real money on that, then I think that is definitely a decent trade-off for people who want to look at increasing their Omicron income. But otherwise, that pack specifically still has high value. Now, if you're talking about like the Zeta pack that comes at the end of GAC, where it's like you could get 20 Omicrons for 400 crystals, but it's a 1% chance. Yeah, don't waste your time on those. That's a complete joke.
It's a
those
trap.
Those are just gotcha gimmicks to drain all your crystals you just earned at the end of GAC season. Not worth it 0% of the time. If you want to increase them, the event is a solid way of doing it. If you don't want to spend the crystals there, it's just cheaper to buy the packs. They come out almost the same frequency. You can spend the $30 once a month on that pack, and you'll get 2 more Omicrons than you would have if you spent the equivalent in crystals refreshing the event. So it's up to the individual.
Yeah.
Or if you really want them all, you'd buy everything with Omicrons in it, and you just full send it.
That's what I've been doing wrong. Damn it! That's why I'm so short on Omicrons.
Full send harder.
Yeah. Buy the $180 pack that gives you.
Oh god, no.
Omicrons.
All right, it's on you, Karth.
So I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Yeah.
Really? I just got hard, so.
Thinking about meat.
Spending that money.
Yeah. All right. So the final part of this question from Alexion is what's the defensive team right now? 3v3 and 5v5. I assume he's talking about Luthan. 3v3 would be Luthan, Saw, and then maybe Kyle, maybe Kara. I don't know.
I say either Kara. I was thinking. I mean, Kyle's very good for that. If you want to be cheeky, I mean, people have been taking Drogon off of Leia teams because you have the same counter for that, anyways. I'm thinking that Saw, Drogon, and Luthan could be a pretty nasty 3v3 team. In 5v5, wouldn't break them up though. But 3v3,
as much as it sits right now, until I see the Quran and until the Sidious Quran goes away, I don't think it would matter what you did. But by the time he comes out, it'll be.
Oh
gone.
yeah. The Quran will be gone by then. Yeah.
But the it just depends on what can. As long as there's no solo Qurans set up in that next set, then it should be fine. But Saw Luthan, I would probably end up going to either Kara or Captain. Well, no, Captain Rex is going to be with the clones in 3v3, so it'd either be Kara or Kyle. I'd probably lean to Kara because I'd want that tank. But you get the summons, you get the extra damage from there. We do. And
he gets a decent chunk to his offense, doesn't he? That's something, doesn't he? Gain like 70% offense or something crazy.
Yes, he does. He loses a lot of his defensive stats for a ton of offensive stats.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to figure out how fast, because Luthan's got a fairly good base speed. Yeah, 198.
Oh wow,
that is very fast, actually. Holy cow!
Yeah, the third fastest character in the game.
That's awesome.
So you're not gonna have a hard time with him outpacing, and he ramps speed. He's kind of like Stap a little bit. Stap is faster,
Omicron gives him speed.
Yeah. So I don't think you're going to need Kyle in 3v3 with him. I think it's going to be Kara as the tank. You could maybe look at doing like a Baze instead, but I think Kara kind of doubles up on that oppressive mechanic with the double term meter removal between the two of them.
Yeah.
So I would, and then she has the revive, which is also an annoying mechanic to get around. So I would. That's probably what I would run in 3v3. 5v5. Like we said earlier, I would probably end up running, as long as Phoenix isn't needed somewhere else, I would run Saw, Luthan, Kyle, Rex, and Kara.
Mm.
And then just run full into the idea of being oppressive as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, all sounds good to me.
And then 5v5. I mean, as Drexy was also saying, I was going to bring up SRP as well. I mean, throw an extra tank in there. I mean, who are you running with Saw right now? You're just going to replace somebody on that team and throw Luthan in there.
I mean,
nobody.
The short answer is
you'll throw Baze.
The short answer is I'm running nobody with Saw, because after the cron drop, Saw teams are going to be poo-poo garbage that get soloed by C no matter what.
I still see them.
No matter what.
I've still seen them almost every round of GAC. People have just been like, yeah, we just got
I feel like people haven't updated their GAC defense.
It's because it's 3v3 and they're just like, yeah, it's fine. At least
they don't care.
Still have Saw on defense, Chirrut and Baze. Same exact fucking team. I threw a different data card on there. I was like,
Wolfie's like, guilty.
Good enough. It's a team. It's there. Whatever. Queen Amidala, do some work, please.
Yeah. You can do all of the heavy lifting, Queenie.
Right? It's like, when it comes down to it, they're gonna get through it. They're not gonna get through it. Queen Amidala is gonna hold it for me regardless. So I mean, it's not really depending on Saw. So
yeah,
but yes, 100% guilty as charged.
Yeah, cool,
man.
But I couldn't see Luthan performing better with Momo. I think Momo is just the backup if you don't have Saw
I think so.
yet.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because part of the kit annoys me. It's like I almost didn't read Momo's leadership for the Luthan's buffs to her, because they're giving her a ton of stats. Great.
Yeah, that does nothing. It's like
that does nothing because it records her stats at the beginning of battle, and so
doesn't it give her extra offense as well?
The unique should come into effect before the leadership shares stats, though. I've had it where I've run
no. Sorry, let me rephrase this. What her leadership does is share base stats. So it's before.
Sure?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure I've shared stats before, like in Conquest using Chupio, and like made people just absolutely busted. I've done this in Conquest.
At the start of battle, if Momo is leader and leader slot, all rebel fighter allies gain 8% of their combined base max health, max potency, protection, offense, defense, and tenacity. So base is the same way they do with JML. It's their modded max before it goes into combat.
I gotta double check because I've like boosted stats doing that with other stuff. So I can see how that would actually actually.
Well, you're still boosting the stats. It's just not going to be in the same fashion. But giving Momo 30% offense on a character who doesn't attack.
Yeah.
I know that's how that's. I'm saying I know that's how that's worded. I'm not sure if that's how it works.
As far as I understand it,
I gotta take another look at that. I'm not sure.
We need some empirical testing done. Make sure you reply to a comment on this podcast stating what your evidence is. State your arguments.
I gotta double check on that.
Yeah.
Because I remembered some like stats getting like shared that were crazy, but it may have been in Conquest with like some weird shit was happening. But I'll double check and see what's going on with that.
And whoever's wrong has to apply the phalanx on me. That's the rule.
Fuck no.
Okay, fine. The Padawan Omi-Wan on me.
God damn. I mean, at least that would be more palatable.
I do think he's the lesser of two evils there.
I mean, well, at least it's usable. Like the Gungan Conquest or the GC Ami is such a joke because it's like to help you finish the feats that you can't normally do in Galactic Challenges. You're like, yeah, but wouldn't it be really cool if the feats I couldn't do weren't the faction feats?
Yeah, exactly. Which is always the sticking point.
Do I want to win with clone troopers? No, I'll just take my 2 Omicrons and be done with this fight. I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah. God damn. All right, that is the end of our questions. And as I have some things to do this evening, I'm actually going to call it early this time. But we have been going for nearly 3 hours.
Early. Yeah, early.
I say, this is probably around a good time to call it anyways.
Early.
Get some dinner and whatnot.
I'm pretty confident we are still, as far as Galaxy of Heroes podcast shows go, we tend to babble more than anyone else. So, per episode, we are rambling.
They're like 3 episodes. Like every episode's like a 3-part episode.
Pretty much, yeah.
Compared to the average content creator,
they say, you know, they say podcast 45 minutes is a good time. We say fuck that. Let's just talk shit for nearly 3 hours every time.
Let's get off in the weeds for 2 hours of our 3-hour conversation.
Yeah. So there's probably about 45 minutes worth of SWGoH content in every podcast episode.
Yeah. It's all there eventually.
Everything else is just fluff, guys.
Just don't ask for time.
We want everyone to take the gold miners approach. We just want everyone to take the gold miners approach. You need to sift through it to find the nuggets.
Exactly. And those nuggets are not always gold. I'm sorry. Different kind of nuggets.
A lot of fool's gold in there, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Shiny and bright, sparkly, you know.
That's just my head.
But not the right stuff.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining once again. It's been an absolute pleasure. Next week is probably going to be cancelled because I'm in Barcelona and Karth is, I don't know.
Probably.
Probably not. Yeah.
No, I won't. I'll be in Montana again.
Oh, he's in Montana. He's seeing Hannah Montana, guys.
Cool.
So, you know, let us know what you think about that.
In my life ever to see Miley Cyrus in person.
Okay, are you sure?
Positive.
Positive. All right. Wolfie, Garth, been an absolute pleasure, guys. Absolute pleasure.
As always.
We'll see you all very soon. Peace out. Big love. I'm going to send you all over to Calvin. He's pretty awesome.
I heard that somewhere.
You know, I have it on good authority that he is pretty awesome. It could be just the name, though. Do you think he's not actually awesome? He's just claiming to be awesome?
You're on the internet. I don't think you're allowed to lie on the internet, right?
I did see it on the internet.
I think the internet plays at you.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah, that tracks. All right, guys. Good night, everybody. Big love. See you all tomorrow for the GAC. Wolfie will be live later with his. So catch him in a couple of hours, I think.
Indeed.
Nice. Good night, guys.
Bye.